started short. Gentlemen, maybe gentle ladies as usual, welcome. How's it going? How's the life? Andrew, I see already trying to break things, and I'm not sure.
Dear God. This is mine
I'm
now.
not sure if he actually already broke things, but we will see. We will see about that. First things first. So, everything is started, everything is working, I think, maybe? Maybe. No, let's check. Where is the game? Okay. Okay, my Zoom is working. Andrew, you can check yours. Maybe there's like those stupid invisible symbols again. Dude, it's like 7 TV with their crap. Okay, maybe it works from this screen. Okay. I guess we have a good thing that, you know, we checked that. So, let me see. Browser Zoom. The nodders. Wait a second. And if I will type that, where is chat? Maybe Andrew can't type. I tested it like 5-10 times before I pressed live button. Maybe because I added emote. D. Okay. Let me do one rundown. I know. I added emote and it's no longer like is a Unicode escaped message variable. So now we have to use the usual variable. Yeah. Go ahead. It's like DevOps jobs. It happened for sure. Yep, let's go. So basically what I made, instead of manually like, you know, clicking zoom button, I will still be clicking zoom when I'm seeing interesting things, listening interesting things, but chat can zoom themselves. Let me know. Let me know if like the 5 seconds is enough, or it should be more. Hey Etio, yo, how's it going? Couldn't stop laughing? We'll see about that. We'll see about that. What's so funny in there? So, 5 seconds enough, or we have to make it a little bit more? Let me know. In the meantime, let me find the thing. Trailers. Trailers I will leave for the later, maybe. Actually, they probably will show that anyway, right? So, the live stream is probably in the live section. Yep, season 3, episode 2. I watched some of it. There was one cowgirl skin all over the chat. Did that skin actually won or not? What those notifications, bro? Let me close everything. Nah, you don't know? Typical Andrew. Right. Let me tweak volume. Let me stop my music. Volume good? Not good? If there is actually anything. Looking for a feedback, you know. The weird thing about YouTube, they changed layout and now it actually is not showing full screen when you press this button, which is giga stupid. Actually, it does nothing. Good job, YouTube. So yeah, I guess we have to... Can I actually zoom? I know, maybe like that. Oh, yeah, that's better, that's better. So, volume. Unless I like the update. Well, tell me if the volume of this thing is fine. We probably can skip the intro. Let's go. It's good. Hear it well. Last time I couldn't hear myself when I watched recording, so double check.
Hello, this is Jason, Community Manager for the first Descendant.
Jason, you introduced the director first. Just saying.
With our producer and director. 예, 안녕하세요. 퍼스트 디센던트 커뮤니티 매니저 제이슨입니다. 오늘도 저희 프로듀서 디렉터님과 함께 10월 데브 라이브 시작해 보겠습니다.
네, 안녕하세요. 이범준입니다.
Hi, this is Bumjun Lee.
네, 안녕하세요. 주민석입니다.
Hi, this is Minseok Ju. Yes, we're already heading into November. And before we begin today's broadcast, we're going to take a moment to discuss the major issues from October.
Probably sword.
The performance of the sword, along with the farming,
Yep.
sword pass, and skins as well. So I'm going to ask each of these questions to our producer and director, then hear about the plans of the dev team. So, Director, what are your thoughts on the assessment concerning the low performance of the swords? 예, 그래서 오늘 방송을 시작하기 앞서
So while we're,
그 10월 구요
while we're
이슈에 대해서
listening,
같이 이야기
we're gonna,
나누는 시간을
do our usual stuff.
이 검의 성능과 파밍, 또 검패스, 이 스킨에
This guy's
대해서
good, but
여러 가지
Karen, that she
있는데
lost her armor
다시
close and
질문을
letting.
드리고 개발팀의 계획을 좀 들어보도록 하겠습니다.
Yeah, that's probably expected. RK Awakens, you know, you have to be more.
네. 검 성능에 대해서
You have to be more naked, you know,
하고 있고요.
to handle all that
그래서
RK.
10월 23일에 한
Do we
차례
have-
성능을
Do we have actually Harris around here somewhere?
중인데 여전히 부족하다라는 사실에 대해서도 이해하고 있습니다.
B is in the fish.
검의 성능 부족도 이슈이지만 또 모듈의 종류도 부족해서 다양한
Guys.
빌드 시도가 어렵다는 이슈.
How translator actually remembers all that in One Piece?
검 모듈이 부족한 것도 검의 성능 고점이 낮은 원인이기도 합니다.
Harris was sitting here somewhere
Yeah,
now.
I agree with that. So we buffed the sword on October 23rd and are currently monitoring the situation. While the sword's
But yeah,
underperformance is an issue, players have pointed out that
No
the
dooming
limited
stuff,
variety
please.
of models makes it difficult to experiment with diverse builds. I agree with that
Diverse
point
builds.
as well, and the lack of sword models is also a reason for its low performance ceiling.
It's okay performance.
예, 11월 업데이트에는
People might throw stones at me, but swords are okay. It's not, you know, like trash or something. The swords are okay, in my opinion. God, what are we doing? What are we doing? Let's go. I'm trying to finish my Freyna build. Have some things to improve.
For the November update, we're preparing to add an ultimate module for the sword. And through this, we're striving to raise the sword's performance ceiling and improve build diversity as well. We will continue monitoring and push for performance and convenience improvements so the sword can be utilized as a primary weapon. Even after the November update, more modules for the swords will be coming in future updates.
Okay,
Yeah,
skins, I
and
guess.
The next question is related to farming, and many players have mentioned that the sword's farming process is an extremely
Hello and
tedious
welcome.
task. And is the development team planning any additional mitigations for sword farming? 그래서 많은 분들이 이 검 파밍이 매우 좀 지루한 과정이라고
So basically we'll be getting new modules for the swords, and I would assume it probably would be yellow modules, because currently the swords actually do not have any yellow modules except Veil Analyzer, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm using Veil Analyzer to get like Void Vessel stuff.
이번에는 이벤트를 통해 열쇠가 부족했던 점을 보강하려고 합니다. 그래서 11월에는 이벤트 보상에 열쇠를 포함시켜서 검 파밍의 스트레스를 추가로 좀 완화시킬 예정입니다.
Through the recent patch, we increased the frequency of spawning valid storage chests and improved the probability of farming large quantities of
Chests
materials,
were
but there
no.
were opinions that additional mitigations is needed. We're reviewing the data to address areas falling short of our intentions, and we plan to address the shortage of keys through an event. In November, event rewards will include keys,
Kinda expected.
further alleviating the stress of farming swords.
But
The
certainly
next
didn't pay
question
attention,
is
just
related
wants to go to
Sword
bed.
Pass, and while it must be painful to hear this directly, there has been strong criticism from players regarding the Sword Pass. So criticism ranged from the price being unreasonable to the reward efficiency being poor compared to the Battle Pass, and even criticism about selling 2 passes within a single season. I'm
Yes.
curious about how the development team feels about this and would like to know the future plans the team is preparing for operating similar event passes like the Sword Pass. 예, 그래서 다음으로는 좀 건패스에 대한
I don't
질문인데요.
mind 2 passes,
마음이 아프실 수도 있지만 이
but they
건패스에
have to be
대해서
rewarding.
플레이어분들의 강력한 비판들이
Because it felt like doubling the price, reducing the size of the pass, and just having like 2 meaningful rewards
같은 이벤트 패스를 어떻게
was
운영을 해나갈
bad
계획인지
decision.
궁금합니다.
네, 먼저 건패스로 인해서 많은 플레이어 분들에게 실망감을 안겨드리는 점.
In Moscow, transition closed the gap between skills and Serena, but got wait and see.
사과드리고요. 이벤트 패스 시스템부터 초월
I don't think so.
스킨까지 처음 시도하는
Like the
것이
swords
좀
will
많은 상품이었는데
probably will not go close to the skills, because the skills main
First off, we sincerely apologize for the disappointment caused by the Sword Pass. From
functionality is
the event
AoE.
pass system to the Transcendent weapon skins, many of these were first-time attempts, and we feel we did not sufficiently consider players' perspectives.
네, 먼저 이벤트 패스는 주기적으로 운영할 계획을 가지고 있는 상품은 아니고요.
So basically, like for the skills to be comparable, for the swords to be comparable to the skills,
다음 출시 계획과
you have to
정비하려고 합니다.
you have to keep in mind it's not the same, and swords like on the level of the skills will be only good for bossing. The bossing which actually is capable to be done with the skills, not for the mobbing. For the mobbing you need some descendant who will assist you with that. And in my case it's
Event Pass
Leptic.
is not a product we plan to operate periodically. There are currently no plans for a subsequent event pass, and we intend to reorganize future release plans and product offerings based on feedback from this Sword Pass. So we anticipate reintroducing event passes primarily in conjunction with collaborations, where collaboration items form the overall core. So we will thoroughly reorganize aspects like price tiers, reward items, and free-to-play content structure based on player feedback. Lastly, I'd like to address the recent issue regarding Halloween skins. So while we've already outlined our future plans in the commentary, I'd like to summarize the issue once more. So the Halloween skin was criticized for lacking distinctiveness as an individual skin. In other words, the value was insufficient for the price.
Value, yes. Individuality,
Would be
I
great
don't care about that, to be honest.
You could once again
Skins were
summarize
okay.
the dev team's thoughts and future response plans. 예, 마지막으로 이번 그 할로윈 스킨 이슈에 대해서 좀 이야기를
Halloween
해보려고 합니다.
skinny.
그래서 이번 할로윈 스킨이 좀
That sounds cute. Oh, finally.
부족했다. 즉, 가격에
Well, so
합당한
it's mods, but the ancient mods, I forgot what it's called.
받았는데요. 이에 대해서 좀 개발팀의 생각과 앞으로의 좀 대응 방안을 한 번 더
Architect mods or something, right?
네, 공지로 한 차례 설명을 드린 것처럼 개별 스킨의 경우에는 계승자별로 개성을 더 뚜렷하게 강화하여 가치를 높이고자 했는데요. 다만 이제 이런 방향성 전환 과정에서 그 이전에 제작되었던
But we'll see, we'll see. I heard about those modules
튜닝을 하다
like
보니까 좀 부족한 점이 있었던
last update,
원래는
last developer
10월
update or
11월에
something.
출시 예정이 있었는데
Oh yes, let's
지난
go.
데브라이브에서 공개했던
But we'll see. We'll see what they're doing.
스킨 같은 경우
I tried hard today to not spoil myself too much, but I did a little bit.
As explained in the announcements, for individual skins, we aim to ensure each descendant's distinct identity to increase their value. However, skins produced before this shift in direction were still scheduled for release in October and November. And these were the cleaning service and medical support skins revealed during our last deadline.
Nurses.
Therefore, we've decided to halt the commercial release of these skins and instead offer them as event rewards.
I mean, they didn't have to do that, but very nice, I guess.
26년 1월부터 적용돼서 출시될 예정이고요.
I'm out of those
이후에
things.
출시되는 개별 스킨들은 계승자별 개성을 더 잘 표현할 수 있도록 만반의 준비를 하도록 하겠습니다.
And some
한번
materials.
Yes, so the Individual skins with more
But we dropped
distinct
something.
identity are scheduled for release starting January 2026. We will make thorough preparations to ensure that all individual skins released thereafter better express each Descendant's unique character. Once again, we sincerely apologize
one gooned
for
too
the
hard.
recent issues. Yeah, so thank you for the detailed explanation.
Thank you.
October was a challenging month with many issues, making it a difficult time for both our players and the development team.
I mean, it's
I
not
believe
difficult
first
for
Descendant
us.
can improve going
We're
forward
just
as the
complaining.
development team is listening to feedback and working towards better solutions. 예, 상세한 설명 감사합니다. 이 10월 동안 좀 이슈가 많아서 플레이어분들과 개발팀 모두 좀 힘든 시간을 보냈습니다. 이 개발팀이 피드백을 듣고 좀 더 나은 방향을 도모하고 있다는 점에서
Okay, I need to get to the Sigma. I need to get the best in slot.
생각을 합니다.
Best in slot toxic.
All right, so let's get the excitement back up a bit and move on to discussing the November updates,
Disgusting.
specifically the content for Season 3, Episode 2. 예, 그래서 조금 텐션을 약간 좀 올려서 이제는 11월 업데이트 바로 시즌 3 에피소드 2죠. 이 콘텐츠 업데이트에 대한 이야기로 조금 넘어가 보도록 하겠습니다. So today we're introducing content coming in Season 3 Episode 2, which will be updated next Thursday on November 6th. And as you can see, there's a lot of content here. While the next story and Harris are intriguing, I'm guessing the content players are probably most curious about our
This is
ancestors'
HQ.
modules
Troops
and
are on the
one-on-one
ground.
trading.
I have a feeling people more curious about Bayonetta.
Details shortly.
Best of
And of
luck,
course, the
Descendants.
main Descendant for this month's monthly balance
Trading.
is another burning question. Please watch
For me,
the
trading.
deadline until the end to find out. 예, 그래서 오늘 소개드리는 컨텐츠는
What is your top topic?
업데이트되는 시즌 3 에피소드 2에
I'm TF2 trader. Like I was trading for so long in TF2, CSGO.
많은 분들이 궁금해하시는
See, I'm quite curious.
실제 거래 등이 좀 보이고 있는데요. 이 월간 밸런스 또한 많은 분들이 좀 궁금해하실 텐데 그것도 공유드릴 예정이니 끝까지
Like what was a good TF2 trader? How do you know if I'm good?
Right away. First, why don't we take a look at the main trailer for season 3? 그럼 바로 시작을 해볼 텐데 먼저 시즌
Trailer. And Wilma, yo.
한번 보고 보겠습니다.
Yeah, let me park somewhere. Mobs actually will not keep me focused. Yo, the cinematics are always good. Don't say it. No, the final defense code, I know that. The Goon.
We're still searching. Locating response is close. Humanity will fight to the end!
Is it the final defense code? Alpha, do you have your RK reawakened? People with 5090 graphics cards, can you actually play at such quality? I know there are like cinematic presets, like in the game options. Why they're showing Sigma Sector? I don't think so. 𝑮𝑮 where? Okay, now I see. Well, I didn't see it before you mentioned Wilma, so yeah.
Yeah, so
First
scenes
first
from
part.
The new story were briefly glimpsed in the trailer. And the phrase "No retreat, no surrender" it really looks incredibly something. 트레일러 이 마지막 부분.
The first part was like super cool, but the second part was like just random bits, you know, inserted like Sigma Sector and stuff.
트레일러에서 해리스 단장도 했는데요.
But there is no Harris gameplay.
정말 매력적이어서 많이 기대하실 겁니다.
So Harris also
Did this
made
sound like the high
appearance
test?
in the
Was
trailer,
farting
and in
comment.
the end card in her
So there is no set
trailer
graphic
so
settings.
captivating that I think many players will be
You're welcome, I put your arms into your new world.
And we want to introduce
Two new
Harris soon,
worlds.
but before that,
Huh.
it would be best to first discuss the story of season 3, episode 2.
Large-scale focus
I'm also
transfer
quite
confirmed.
curious about the scene where Alpha says humanity will fight to the end. 예, 그래서 페리스를 소개하기 앞서
So it's like a defense code over there.
에피소드 2의 스토리부터 좀 이야기하는 것이 좋을 것 같은데 또 마지막 그 알파의
How's the woman doing?
인류는 끝까지 살아.
All good?
정말 궁금합니다. Okay then, let's start with the story and subtitle for this episode is Assemble. What does it mean? 그래서 이번 에피소드의 주제, 집결. 이거는 또 어떤 의미일까요?
Guy just staring at the sky.
에피소드 1에서 알파가 카렐에게 붙잡히고 그리고 계승자들은
Didn't
90점을
accidentally ripped the nail of my thumb, but all complete.
에피소드는 90점을 되찾기 위해 계승자들이 힘을 합치는 이야기.
Maybe you got tortured and you were, you know, like a special agent for the secrets. Because usually, you know, that's what they're doing.
So this episode deals with the Descendants joining forces together to regain that focal point.
그래서 스토리 중에 모든 계승자들이 이번에 등장하게 되는데요. 계승자들마다 개성
In the last story questing, yeah, like some descendants were completely spread out,
During the
so
story, all of our descendants will appear, and hearing like each descendant's unique dialogue is probably one of the fun elements of this episode.
literally every descendant?
Indeed, so with so many descendants appearing and the title being Assemble, it feels like the story is heading.
We are heading to the Avengers.
제목도 집결에 말씀하신
Though we already have had our own Thanos, you know, when Carol was sitting in the desert.
향해가는 그런 느낌이
네, 에피소드 2는 카렐과의 최종전을 향해가는 길목에서
Supposed to wear the cat costumes that were big in the
퍼스트
ovals.
디센던트의 처음부터 스토리를
That was big in the ovals.
이끌어가는 또 하나의 서사가
Is it a
종결되는
year reference or something else?
Episode 2 also serves as a major turning point in the story as we approach the final battle of the realm. For those who remember the story from the very beginning of the first Descendant, this is an episode where one narrative arc concludes. So if it's a major turning point in the story, does that mean the story from season 3 episode 1 comes to an end? 예, 그래서 중대한 좀 스토리의 전환점이라면 그럼 시즌 3 에피소드
And the next, like, big bad evil guy will be Aemon, probably.
지난 이야기에서 계승자들이 흡수한 철의
I thought those zeros mean something else based on your previous messages, but gladly I'm not correct.
카렐과 대립하는 과정에서 알파가 붙잡히기도 했고요. 네, 큰 부상을 입었던
So,
페리스는
You're gonna be cosplaying the Tom and Jerry cat, right?
액션을 무대로 펼쳐졌던 이야기가 에피소드 2에서 마무리를 됩니다.
So in the previous story, Carell's plan to open the dimension gate with Hitler using the Ironheart energy absorbed by Descendants was revealed.
Wait, what? How he actually absorbs?
Confrontation with Carell and Harris, who also suffered severe injuries, makes a great sacrifice to be reborn as a Descendant. And the story that unfolded on Axion will conclude in episode 2. Yeah, so season 3, episode 2, Assemble got me super excited as well. And we can play
What got you super excited, Mr. Community Manager?
I also heard that a new dungeon is...
He probably already knows all the story. Continue in DMs? I mean, if you already have the fully assembled suit, I would expect you not to be wearing that until the Halloween.
So we're introducing the supermassive receptor. Enter this from Axion or use the infiltration's operations terminal in Alpha.
Guys, remove the terminal. Let people travel to that crap by themselves.
입장을 할 수가 있고
Meet other players on the entrance, you know, gather parties. Like, that would be epic.
들어갈 수도 있어.
네, 초보대 수영체 던전은
Obviously, we need more player limit though.
스포일러 만들 수 있을까?
Screenshots from the sites I ordered it. Nah,
이번 던전은 역시 호흡
don't spoil them.
넓은 액션 평원에서 전투를
We will be having first impression
수영체 내부로 침입하게 되는
on original, you know,
Supermassive Receptor Dungeon is a research facility.
on original application, so to say.
Spoilers regarding the story. And players can use hover bites in this dungeon as well. And the setup involves
Alright.
starting combat on
I'm
vast
keeping-
axial
keeping
planes
your word.
and infiltrating the interior part of the Supermassive Receptor Dungeon. And I've heard the Supermassive Receptor Dungeon is
How you will
like
be
visually
celebrating.
very unique. 호버드 수영체 던전에 좀 시각적으로도 매우 좀 독특하다고 들었습니다.
Super massive dungeon.
처럼 훨씬 표본이
I wonder, you know,
거기에 한
like how fast Serena will complete that.
이게 압도적인 수가 있습니다.
2 minutes? 30 minutes?
움직이는 도중에 전투를 시작하게
Ooh, that bride.
개방하기도 하고요.
As you can see, battles take place within a massive cavern, displaying colossi specimens. It creates this incredibly overwhelming feeling. And additionally, combat commences while the platform is moving, offering a new experience.
That's cool.
So even from just the images we're seeing over here, we can feel the overwhelming sense of space. I can't wait to see
Yeah, the
what it
Descendant is
feels
super
like to
tiny.
experience it within the
𝑮𝑮
game.
is super
And we
tiny.
have new enemies here as well, right? 그래서 이미지로도 정말 압도적으로 공감감이 느껴지는데 이게 또 새로운 접도.
The design and anti-Serena mechanism, how good is the question?
던전 보스인 패턴
Was it for the dungeon? I think it was for the wall crusher, no?
아르케 신경다발과 레이저로 플레이어를 공격을 해오고요. 그래서 보스의 패턴을 피하는 것이
There is no pussy.
중요하죠.
Excuse me, but it is how it is. The update has no, you know, what people asking.
Bundles that look like tentacles. Avoiding the boss's patterns is
Tentacles.
crucial against enemies. When I think of Axion's mission bosses, or like the Void Vessels, Arcus Slayer, it makes me wonder if we should prepare Serena to tackle this boss.
Shut up, Mr. Community Manager.
미션 보스
Serena.
보이드 베슬의 아르키시의 자리를 생각하면 이 역시 또
Already teasing like must have.
해야 되나 하는 생각이
우리가 이렇게 또 불편한 얘기를 하시는데
something you can talking about Serena.
Yeah, at least they know that.
세레나는 여전히 가장 그렇죠. 다만 계승자 간 밸런스는 계속 정상화를 시키기 위해 노력중이고요. 또 패턴 플로레스 같은 경우에는 공중에 세레나를 견제할 만한 패턴을 가지고 있어서 완전 무력하게 강하지
It happens just like any other call by Serena.
Yeah, of course, Serena remains undeniably as the most powerful descendant. We're continuously working to normalize the balance among our descendants, and Pattern Flores also possesses patterns capable of countering Serena.
What's it back in TF2? This is lovely. I played TF2 last week. I didn't see any.
Actually, when I tested it, I found that
Unless it happened this
overkill was
this week.
much easier for defeating the boss than dodging patterns with Serena. So, through recent monthly balance adjustments, we've seen various descendants being chosen in dungeons. So, I hope various descendants will be chosen in the Supermaster Deceptor dungeon as well.
I don't know about that. If platforms are moving, she will be flying and that's it. Something tells me they're gaslighting us. How do you think, guys? Can this week? Just posting spectators, so a lot of games just 3 versus 3. Should be easy to deal, probably. We'll see.
In our new dungeon, which is Paris. I think this might be the content.
I mean, it's not that annoying, probably. Like aimbots.
Paris's trailer. 그래서 아마 오늘 가장
Okay, let me park here.
기다리는 콘텐츠 중에 하나가 아닐까 싶은데요. 바로 해리스입니다. 그래서 먼저 좀 해리스의 출시 트레일러부터 보고 돌아오겠습니다.
Ah, damn it. I clicked myself as well. Bruh. Wait, what? Who is that? Alpha? Ah, it was her. I mean, Alpha could also have some booba. Who knows? That's too close to the edge, Andrew. I mean, there's like showing the locations of the story. Where's the gameplay? We just saw like one skill being used and White Knight Gulch. White Knight Gulch.
I love that last
Mission
scene.
completion
The
where we
sword
farmed brains.
kept appearing in Harris's trailer, and I'm really looking forward to seeing if he's
This is HQ. Enemy reinforcements incoming. Requesting strike on staging area.
I think my Lepic having better sword build than Harris already.
네, 그럼 플레이어 여러분들도 많이 기다리고
Oh, she gathered mobs around her as well.
I'm sure many players are eagerly awaiting too. Let's jump right into the game and check it out.
Yeah, first we need to farm her. Hopefully it will be in the new
채팅창에
dungeon, not the void vessel.
얘기가 많이 나오네요.
Wow. This fighting. So the base character design is so well made. It feels like she has the Summer Paradise skin on her, but even though
It's a Dr. Octopus.
네, 해리스가 계승자로 등장한다고 해서 엑소 암즈라고 있는데
Bosses are waiting while I'm looking
있고요.
at the stream.
보여드리는 날이 될 것 같습니다.
Yeah, I was really looking forward to seeing how Harris would utilize Exo-Arm as a Descendant. And today is finally the day we get to see it.
네, 헤릭스의
Pretty sure you've seen already whole gameplay.
대체하는, 그러니까 헤릭스의 신체 일부분이라는 설정을 가지고 있고요. 이전 스토리에서 카렐에게 척추가 부서질 정도로 부상을 입었었는데 이후 강제 아르테 각성의 첫 실험체로 자원을 하고 엑소 암즈를 장착하면서 더 다시 전장에 설 수 있게 되었습니다.
So Harris's exo-arms are designed to replace the
Extraction from
spinal neural
Operation Zone
network, meaning
initiated.
they are an
Good work,
essential
Descendant.
part of Harris's body. And in the previous story, she suffered injuries from Carell that are severe enough to shatter her spine. After volunteering as the first test subject for Forced Arcade Awakening, she was fitted with these exo-arms, enabling her to return
They
to
have
the
that glitch.
battlefield.
Loading screen
Great,
glitch.
so time to properly examine how Harris
This is HQ.
combat.
Troops are on the ground.
Let's start by looking at
Transport is en
Harris's
route to
skills
standby
in the
position.
laboratory.
Best of luck, Descendants.
해리스의 스킬들을 하나씩 살펴보도록 하겠습니다.
네, 먼저 해리스는 독속성을 가지고 있고요. 정신력을 사용하지 않는 공학, 융합 타입의 스킬 딜러입니다. 네. 비교적 근접한 전투가 잘 어울리는 스킬 구성을 가지고 있습니다. 먼저 스킬 구성부터 살펴보겠습니다.
So Harris is a poison type descendant using tech and fusion type skills and does not use MP. Her skill set is relatively well suited for close combat. Let's start by looking at her basic skill configuration.
네, 해리스는 스킬을 사용해서 독소를 모아 효과를 얻거나 스킬 자원으로 활용하는데요. 독소가 모이는 단계에 따라 재사용 대기 시간을 감소시키거나 방어력을 올려주거나 근접 무기와 스킬 위력을 상승시킵니다.
Harris accumulates toxins through skill usage to gain effects or utilize them as skill resources. And depending on the toxin accumulation stage, it will reduce cooldowns,
I'm making
increase
screenshots.
defense, boost melee weapon, and skill damage.
네, 첫 번째 스킬은
Actually, I can do it
돌격투세라는
later.
스킬이고요. 엑소 암주로 적을 공격하는 스킬인데요. 사면타제에 더 강한 데미지가 들어가는 형태입니다.
They already have like, you
Harris's
know,
first skill
build
is
ready.
Crushing Charge. It's a skill that attacks enemies with the exo arms, and it deals stronger damage on the third strike.
네, 이렇게 사용되는 스킬이고요.
Also, the motion kind of changes with like each consecutive hit, and the movement's real refreshing, and the impact feels quite heavy. 그래서 이 동작이 좀 시원시원하고
I think
타격감이
she moves too much, no?
느껴지네요.
Like I already have issue with the shadow sword. Level 1. Level 1.
이렇게 살짝
We've seen that.
견인하면서 타격하는 특징을 가지고 있습니다.
Toes them into the as she hits them.
Okay. For the swords it could be good.
두 번째 스킬은요.
But like the shadow movement plus her movement, I have a feeling it will be hard to target the mobs.
적의 수에 비례해서 보호 방벽을 획득하기 때문에 근접 전투를 위해 꾸준히 활용하면 좋은 스킬입니다.
I mean, keeping the
The
mobs.
second skill is Sight Intrusion, which makes Harris jump and strike enemies. Players can gain a protective barrier proportional to the number of enemies hit, so it's a great skill to consistently use for close combat.
이 스킬의
Max HP
설명은
times
간단하지만 아주
50%.
재밌는 액션을 가지고 있는데요. 사용하면서 살펴보겠습니다.
The skill description is simple, but it has very fun animations. Let's look at how this works.
At least they're using max
기본적으로는
HP bonus now for the
점프에서
like
제작진은
proper purpose,
공간 도약과 비슷한
not increasing your damage like 400%.
Yeah. So it's fundamentally
Or
like
300,
Ajax's
whatever.
void walk, in which Ajax jumps and strikes downwards.
네, 점프 중에 이렇게 스킬 버튼을 한 번 더
Toxic
입력하면
Ajax.
방향을 전환할 수가 있습니다.
No, Ajax
when
cannot move so
players,
much.
Like press the skill button again in mid jump, it can change the direction like that.
Do they have reduced cooldown or not?
네, 키보드에서는 조작이 조금 더 다른데요. 이렇게
It's
한
like
번
having
더
super
스킬을
low
누르고
cooldown.
마우스가 포인트가 크로스헤어가 향하는 방향으로 가게 됩니다.
So when you're doing the keyboard and mouse, it's a bit different, but where your mouse is over there aiming, that's where Harris is headed.
네.
The
그래서 이런 식으로 사용을 한 거죠.
like he was the Captain Obvious. If the skill lens seems higher CD, he's going to show against mobs.
그런 근접 공격들은 사실 이제 방향 전환이라든가 흩어져 있는 경우에 되게 미묘하잖아요.
Then we need more cooldown.
되게 뭐 견인도 있고
Reduction.
방향 전환도 할 수 있고 해서 활용.
But wait a second,
좋은 것 같아요.
like that could be
Close
moved.
combat, it's
Like,
kind of
use
like
that movement.
aim, get these enemies together, but she can tow, change directions, so I think she's gonna be a good difference.
근데 그래서 지금 1, 2번 스킬들을 보니까 확실히
And
뭔가
to get all the mobs together, it like requires like 3-4 hits.
느낌이 많이 드네요.
With Lepic, I can just throw one
Skills 1
grenade.
and 2, Harris does feel like a martial artist using exo arms.
치사하게 기계팔로 두드려 패는. 네.
네. 세 번째 스킬은 위험 구역 지정이고요. 독소를 소모해서 주변의 적들에게 데미지를 입히고 해리스 자신은 이동 속도 증가 버프를 얻는 스킬입니다.
That could be good.
Third skill is designate danger zone, and it consumes toxins to deal damage to surrounding enemies, while Harris gains a buff increasing movement speed.
Bike build. The next bike build.
네, 주변에 지속 데미지를 입히는 스킬인데요. 3번 스킬이 독소를 이렇게
Dude.
감소시키기 때문에 3번 스킬을 쓰는 동안 독소를 모으는 1번 스킬.
I know those like mobs are level 1, but
스킬을 활용하면
looks promising.
계속 할 수도 있습니다.
So skill deals continuous damage to the surrounding area, and while skill 3 is reducing toxins, using skill 1 and 2 to engage in combat allows you to consume toxins while simultaneously acquiring them.
We need
preventing
cost
the sword
reduction.
from, like ending due to toxin depletion.
네, 다음은 4번 스킬 폐기물 처리입니다. 엑소암즈에서 레이저를 발사하면서 적에게 데미지를 주고 적에게 근접 무기 추가 피해 디버프를 걸고 자신에게 방어력 상승의 버프를 걸어줍니다.
So the next skill is waste disposal. The skill fires
Okay,
lasers
just goodbye some
from
close to her
exo-arms
for-
that deals damage
Wow,
to enemies.
so considerate.
Applies a debuff that makes enemies receive additional damage from melee weapons and applies a defense.
Some dudes will be
boost
asking,
of
less clothes.
itself.
Dude, I will pay you money, just remove my clothes.
위한 스킬 구성을 가지고 있고 검의 위력을 버프하는 스킬을 가지고 있어서
I need more
검과의
water.
궁합이 기대되는 그런
Can I
계승자.
have more?
So Harris has a skill set
More
geared
refill.
toward close combat and possesses skills that buff the power of swords, making her a Descendant who is expected to show synergy with swords.
It's like super quick.
Yeah, so she seems like a Descendant with quite a busy skill combination, and it looks like players will need to use skills appropriately depending on the situation, and it might take some time to get used to it.
I'll get her ass on the
However,
bike and
the
that will
fact
be
she
next
has
bunny,
skills
okay?
and buffs
Thank you.
that synergize well with swords is a very promising point. Now, director, let's move on to the two
What's her
new
passive?
transcendent modules for her. 해리스가 검과 좀 궁합이
The damage is the passive.
스킬과 버프가 있다는 것은 굉장히 기대가 됩니다. 그럼 이어서 좀 이제 그 해리스에 맞는 그 두 가지 초월 모듈 한번 소개 부탁드리겠습니다.
네, 첫 번째 초월 모듈은 집중 감독 시간입니다. 패시브 스킬에서 검 버프를 제외하고 스킬 버프에 더 집중.
That's important.
네, 초월 모듈입니다.
We have to roll
First
out.
module is focus supervision. This focuses more on skill buffs, excluding the sword buff from passive
We
skills.
have to save the world.
네, 1번 스킬은 레이저를 발사하는 스킬로
The
변경을
damage is
했겠죠.
buffed
그리고
from the
4번
passive for the
스킬은
swords, right?
구호를 소모하여 지속 방출하는 레이저 빔으로 변경합니다.
So skill 1 is changed to
And-
a
and this is
laser
actually
firing
removing that or
skill, and
something.
Skill 4 is changed to a laser beam that continuously emits poison by consuming alpha.
네, 그리고 두 번째 초월 모듈은 안전 교육 시간인데요. 이 초월 모듈은 2번 스킬 사용 시에 더 많은 보호 방벽을
Knowing
획득하도록
4 languages,
초월
some
모듈.
words are actually quite
The second transcendent module is safety
Quite
training. This transcendent module grants
a reminder,
protective
reminding
barrier
me
when
some
using skill 2.
not so good words.
네, 그리고 3번 스킬을 단발성 광역 데미지를 주는 스킬로 바꾸지만 아군에게 보호 방벽을 부여하는 버프 스킬로 전환하는 내용입니다.
Mixed
So it
sword
changes skill
skill.
3 into a skill that deals single target area damage, but
Nope,
converts
not
it
using
into
that
a
red
buff
module.
skill that grants
That's for sure.
protective barrier to our allies. Awesome. So we've looked at Harris's skills.
I want to try bike build,
Curious
but I
where
need
the
cost
farm
cost reduction modules probably.
아마 많은 분들이 그러면 해리스를 어디에서 파밍하는지 좀 궁금해하실 것 같아요.
네, 저 얘기하기 앞서서 어제도 알비온에 써 있는 해리스 반장을 봤는데 쟤랑 매칭이 잘 안 된다.
It's hard to match Harris over there with the Harris at
이거요?
Albion.
얘가
Kind of
얘가
difficult to match, yeah.
얘가 얘가
I mean, they had to do that, right? The default skin.
그치 뭐 꾸미는 거에 따라 많이 바뀔 수 있죠 사람은.
People can change on how they make their appearance.
아무튼 네, 이거 본론으로 들어갈게요. 네. 네, 해리스는 신규 던전인 소거대 수용처에서 파밍을 하게 됩니다. 도면에 직접
I'm wasting Greek words.
해리스의 도면과 희귀 기초제인 모두 소거대
Guys, guess who will be next meta for the Wall Crusher?
Players can be farmed in the new Supermaster Receptor dungeon, and players can set target reward on blueprint itself. Harris's blueprint and rare basic materials can also all be farmed in the Supermaster Receptor pack.
At least not the Void Vessel, thank god. They could just troll us and say like, for the materials you have to go to the Void Vessel.
그래서 이번 연전이
Do I have voice command? Troll phase?
침투 작전
No, I guess not.
So
Luna?
previously, we explained that all of our new dungeons.
Luna requires too much action.
Well, unfortunately, that was a typo. This dungeon is not a Void Vessel dungeon. Players can enter through the infiltration missions, so yes. Great. Yeah, so moving on, let's look at Harris's premium skins. Now, the first skin we're seeing here is the offshore skin. 해리스 이 프리미엄 스킨을 좀 살펴보려고 하는데요. 먼저 보실 스킨은 해상 작업 수치입니다.
But you can waste the option, but I think Luna is stronger. Luna definitely stronger, but most people don't want to, you know, work for it.
Yeah, so Harris's premium skin isn't Summer Paradise, but has that Summer Paradise vibe. Summer Paradise 느낌을 주기도 합니다.
I mean, that's actually one of the existing skins, no? The Sniper Chick. Sniper Chick without the top. She looks like Hayley, hello?
모자.
이 대신 잘 어울리는 해리스의 이미지. 네, 해리스가 작업반 출신이라는 설정을
Maybe she is Hayley.
볼캡 모자에 대충 묶은 머리 스타일 뭐 이런 게 캐릭터성하고 잘
Some skins actually look like head skins looking like Hayley.
As a former construction team member, this kind of baseball cap paired with a casually kind of hairstyle really suits her character.
베요네타 너무 시선을 뺏는군요.
Oh yes. Stop talking about Bayonetta. 나중에 좀 설명드리고. Speaking of her work crew background, let's also look at the multi-purpose overalls. 네, 그래서 이 작업반 보시면 말씀이 나왔으니 다목적 작업복
Bayonetta?
살펴보겠습니다.
Not yet, I guess.
네, 익숙하시죠? 네.
Where are you zooming, Mr.
네,
Community Manager?
계승자가 되기 전에 네, 작업반에서 일할 때 입던 의상입니다. 고글도 메인 스토리.
That's intentional feature. Because sometimes you zoom it as well.
뭐라 그래야 되지? 네,
But hell, what do you zoom it in here next batch?
그러니까 그거를 벗으면 저런 외모가
Are you sure?
숨겨져 있었던 거.
머리를 풀고.
Are you sure?
차이가 많이 나네요. 네.
Are you sure about that?
이런 택티컬한 네, 복장도 저희 게임 컨셉에 잘 맞고 좋은 것 같아요. 네.
Yeah, so this is an outfit Harris wore when she worked at the construction team.
You would
for
expect me to
the
do
Descendant.
50 Shades of
And yeah,
Haley
the goggles
for my
they
videos?
match the look of Harris we saw usually around Albion. And personally, I really like skins with this tactical design. The multi-purpose overalls is a reward from Season 3, Episode 2, Battle Supply Shop, right? 이 다목적 작업복은
It probably will not be that popular.
전투 상점의 보상이죠.
We're niche,
네, 맞습니다.
niche
전투
player base, you know, who likes
상점을
Haley
통해서
for her
That's right, it's a
abilities.
free
Not,
skin obtainable through the Battle Supply Shop.
we like her for specific
Now,
assets,
that
not
concludes our
different kind of
introduction
assets.
Of Harris, our new Descendant. Players will be able to play as Harris starting next Thursday, November 6th. Also, players can earn Harris's construction team skin multi-purpose overalls for free from the Battle Supply Shop. Be sure to participate in Season 3, Episode 2 so you don't miss out. 네, 그래서 11월 6일 다음 주 목요일에 해리스를 플레이할 수 있습니다. 그리고 전투복품
Didn't say
상점에서
anything about red modules yet.
페이스의 작업반 스킨 다목적
I want to have more, you know, customization, more build customization, I mean.
Now, our next topic is Ancestors modules. I think many of our players have been curious about what
Yes,
Ancestors modules
I'm super
are.
curious.
Today we'll have a detailed look
This is
at it.
HQ. Troops
Director,
are on the ground.
what exactly
Transport
are
is en route to standby
오늘은 좀
position.
청각자 모듈에 대해서 많은 분들이 궁금해하시는데 이에 대해서 좀 살펴보도록 하겠습니다.
Wrong build.
우선 청각자 모듈 도대체 무엇인가요?
네, 성각자 모듈은 새로운 타입의 계승자 전용 모듈이고요. 기존 모듈과 동일하게 10칸 어느 곳에나 장착할 수가 있습니다. 수용량이 존재하고 소켓 타입이 일치하면 수용량이 할인되는 것도 동일합니다.
The Ancestors module is a new type of module for our Descendants. Like existing modules, it can be equipped in any of the 10 slots. It has capacity, and if the socket type matches, the capacity is discounted, same as before.
네, 성각자 모듈은 옵션이 최대 4개까지 랜덤하게 생성되는데요. 옵션 개수가 2개일 경우에 더 높은
But instead of enhancements, I guess you can reroll those things on the top.
마이너스 옵션이 1개 생성될 때마다 플러스 옵션의
Another gamba.
더 높아지는 구조입니다. 그러니까 나에게 쓸모없는 마이너스 옵션을 뽑아서 유용한 플러스 옵션을 극대화시키는 구조입니다.
So Ancestors modules randomly generate up to 4 options, and when there are like 2 options, they can be higher values. When one minus kind of negative option is generated, the maximum value of the plus, like positive kind of option, increases. So in other words, it maximizes useful plus options by drawing out the minus
Less
options that are
options,
useless.
more powerful
네,
options.
그리고 성각자 모듈은
Negative
계승자별
options,
전용
more
아이템이어서요.
powerful
해당
options.
계승자에게 유효한 옵션만
Give me
선택하게
HP reduction
되니까
times 3 and
성각자 모듈은
100% crit rate.
화염이나,
Good deal?
궁합, 속성이 붙지 않습니다. 네.
So additionally, the Ancestors module is a dedicated item for each specific descendant. Options that are useful for that specific descendant are only assigned to the module. So, for example, an Ancestors module for Bunny
This is Hound Action to all
will never
personnel.
have an option for
Void storm
increased
is
text
intensifying. Conditions are unfavorable. Proceed
Yeah,
with
but
caution.
even after
Over.
listening to that, it does seem a bit complicated. But I think it will be easier for us to understand when we look at our game build. 좀 듣기엔 상당히 복잡해 보이는데
What there is hard to understand. You gamble for options, and you pick the best like combo.
네, 아까 해리스 소개할 때 묵치게 돼서 저거구나.
네. 보시는 바와 같이 삼각자
There's so many red models.
스택 으로만 옵션이 생성이 되고요.
Can reduce crit rate as well, so lots of gamba.
세 개의 모듈을
I mean, if you have non-crit build, it's actually 3 damage.
Generate options based purely on their stats. This means a single high-quality ancestors module can replace 2 to 3 other modules.
네, 뭐 예를 들어 삼각자 모듈로 범위와 치명타
What do you mean
확률을
2, 3
줄일 수
modules?
있다면 모듈 슬롯을 아껴서
But the options amount.
투자하거나 빌드의 고점을 향상시킬 수 있게 됩니다.
For example, like if you can secure range or like critical hit chance with an ancestors module, players can save the module slots to invest more in skill power or maybe enhance the overall build's performance. Yeah, but however, like acquiring, those high-tier ancestors modules will likely be quite challenging. 예, 근데 말씀하신 좀 그런 약간 상급.
Okay, let's hear. What challenging?
네, 1대1 거래가 함께 도입되기 때문에 상급 옵션을 획득하기도 어렵고 높은
English,
가치를
please.
가지도록 설계를 했습니다. 삼각자 모듈은 파밍하기에도 조금 더 어려운
What are the way that will be acquired?
Yeah, since one-on-one trading is being introduced to alongside with it, the high-tier options are designed to be difficult to obtain and will hold high value.
Yeah, but
네,
how do
그리고,
we...
그동안 아이템과 트리거 모듈은
How do we obtain
노란색
them?
궁극 등급의 옵션까지만 존재했었는데요.
No idea.
최대 주황색 초월 등급의 옵션까지 붙을 수가 있습니다. 훨씬 높은 희귀성과 가치가 존재하는 모듈입니다.
So until now, items and trigger models only had options up to the yellow ultimate tier, but ancestors modules can have options up to the orange kind of transcendent tier, and it is a module with significantly higher rarity and value. Then, if ancestors modules become tradable, how will their overall balance be adjusted? 말씀하신 대로.
But they haven't shown us like those transcendence options.
아무래도 이 궁금하신
Come on, guys.
밸런스 조정은 어떻게 될까요?
그 점을 고려해서 계승자는 이 동기화 수치라는 능력치를 가지게 되고요.
So speaking of trading, it will be like... Probably it will be for the
밸런스
caliber, right?
삼각자 모듈의 밸런스 조정은
Gold is useless pretty much.
통해서 단행할 예정입니다.
So considering this, the Descendant will possess an attribute called synchronization value. So the higher this rating, the greater the efficiency gained from the ancestors modules. And balance adjustments for ancestors modules will be implemented through the Descendant's overall synchronization value. I'm also very curious about one-on-one trading, but yeah, we'll discuss about that a bit later. Let's continue talking about ancestors modules. So how can we farm them? 1대1 거래 이것도 아마 궁금해하실 텐데 조금만 이따가 좀 이야기.
Please don't tell me 400% dungeon.
그럼 어떻게 파밍을 할 수 있을까요?
삼각자 모듈은 주기마다 제한적인 수량만 획득할
Probably wall
수가
crusher.
있는데요. 예를 들어 격전지의 월드 퀘스트 보상, 월크래셔의 처치 보상,
Wall
시그마
crusher?
섹터 1일 완료 보상, ETA 제로 상점에서 획득할 수 있습니다.
So ancestors modules can only be obtained in limited quantities per cycle. So for example, they are given as rewards for the overall world quest and defeating the wall crasher, completing Sigma sector daily missions, and also from the ETA zeros. So I guess it means that the daily acquisition quantity is capped, and it appears the system prevents players from grinding more to obtain higher.
I mean, it's not bad, I guess.
그래서 말씀하셨듯이 좀 하루에 획득할 수 있는 수량이 제한되어서 이 상급 옵션을 획득하기 위해서는 더 많은 플레이를 할
What's
수밖에
this?
없는 좀 구조로.
What exactly?
네, 그래서 삼각자 모듈 역시 재조정이 가능하고요. 호버바이크처럼 전체 옵션을 다시 뽑는 기능인데요. 대신에 이전 옵션과
But Sigma only
옵션
one
중에
per
선택할
day,
수 있는 기능이 주어집니다.
which is good.
Yeah, therefore, ancestors models can be readjusted. So, like the hover bike, this allows you to re-roll all.
Fucking
the
hover bike, don't
options.
trigger me.
You'll also be given the option to choose between your previous options and the newly re-rolled ones.
My trigger bike, trigger bike. My trigger bike is still broken,
Right
thanks to
now,
Andrew.
we will, it seems like Viper shards are being consumed while readjusting. 그래서 좀 화면 보니까 제조정의 카이퍼 조각이 소모되는 걸로 보이네요.
네, 지금 저기 나오는 숫자는 임시.
Come on, roll Transcendence option.
제조정에는 카이퍼, 골드 그리고 재료가 필요한데 이 재료는 대부분의 콘텐츠에서 모든 콘텐츠에서 파밍할 수 있도록 했지만 엑시온 격전지가
Near the
가장
skill cooldown,
중요한
there's some icon on the
파밍
left.
Yeah, the numbers over there, they are temporary, and readjusting requires Viper shards and materials and gold. So these
can actually
materials
roll without
can
the
be
negative
farmed in
options.
most of the content,
But
like
still you will get
Grassland
like the best
is
thing?
expected to be the most efficient farming spot.
네, 그리고 삼각자 모듈은 아이템별로 재조정 횟수를 카운트하게 됩니다. 재조정 횟수가 늘어갈수록 더 많은 카이퍼와 재료를 소모하게 되기 때문에 적절한 수준에서 재조정을 중단하는 것이 효율적인 콘텐츠입니다.
Additionally, Ancestors modules count the number of readjustments per item, and as the number of readjustments increases,
Arcade
more
receptor.
Viper shards and materials are
That's a good thing.
It's going to be efficient to stop readjusting at an appropriate level.
That's actually a good thing.
Time has finally come to use our remaining Viper shards down. I can't wait to see the changes the Ancestors module will bring. I think the builds of our Descendants on the leaderboard will start to shift a bit too. I think we'll need to focus on farming for a while to gather these high tier Ancestors. 이 성각자 모듈로 생겨날 그런 변화들이 뭔가 하는데 말씀하신 좀 그런 상급 성각자 모듈.
And to finish this run, then we will take a break because ads are like incoming. So they will not be running in the middle.
Talk about the trading system.
No. After the break. So far, what do you think, guys? What do you think about it? The modules not being infinitely grindable is actually a really good thing. And the price increase also a good thing. But I hope those shards will not be like super easy to farm. The price increase is good. Like people will not be complaining like the first day. I got everything. Oh, no content. Some people, like having like full day, full night, and they're actually like completing the update in even probably less than that. So yeah, like the gating is good. Except like story gating, which I'm not fan of. But obviously the story gating, I'm talking about our previous discussion about the World of Warcraft. Yeah, the gating there sucks. So yeah, the boss being specific to Descendant can be dangerous because bad RNG. Why? Unless you can target a specific Descendant. I mean, like, we're not even sure the drop rate, right? Maybe like the Sigma Sector daily reward once per day will reward with guaranteed like module. Sure, like if it would be always for your Descendant, you can still get that like in the first day and say, oh, nothing to do anymore. Break. See you in a couple, get some water, go to the restroom, bring the restroom I guess as well. Be right back. Lunas. But now Bunny's... Yo! I need a screenshot of that. Look at the dog. Oh, come on! I made a screenshot of that, I don't care.
Round one. Fight. Get down to the B side.
Gentlemen, maybe gentle ladies. What's up? So, stop my music. Let's get that thing back up. 1 second, I'll write something. I noticed one bug. Okay. So, let's continue. Trading. Probably one of my most excited things because my spider sense, 𝑮𝑮 sense, kind of predicted, you know, collecting those things. So I'm having like lots of perfect trigger modules. So yeah, but I expected, to be honest, first like not the trigger modules, but I guess like red modules. But at the same time, since they've made like 100% drop rate on not most, like I don't know, like on the missions and whatever, like they made it like 100%. So yeah, I guess it was pretty useless then.
Many players
It
are
would be
looking
pretty
forward to.
useless.
The trading was also a system with various speculations. Today we'll see how it's structured and what items can be traded. 예, 이번에 소개할 항목은 바로 거래입니다.
What I need.
많은 분들이 좀 기대도 하고 좀 추측을 많이 해주실 것 같은데요. 또 어떻게 이 거래가 구성이 되었는지, 그리고 거래 가능한 아이템들은 무엇이 있는지 하나씩 좀 살펴보도록 하겠습니다.
네, 기본적으로 거래는 1대1 거래 시스템이고요. 거래를 하려면 먼저 거래자가 같은 알비온 서버 내에 위치를 해야 합니다. 그래서 거래 대상과 파티를 맺고 그 알비온의 거래 단말기를 통해 원하는 플레이어와 거래를 시작할 수가 있습니다.
So, trading
Caliber.
is fundamentally a one-on-one system. So, to trade, both parties must be located on the same Albion server. After forming a
Hey,
party
ΔEBA.
with the
Hey,
other
ΔEBA.
trading
How's it
player,
going?
players can initiate a trade with the desired player through Albion's trading terminal. So, can trading like be done freely without any restrictions? 그럼 거래는 아무런 제한 없이 이렇게 자유롭게 할 수 있는 것일까요?
그건 아니고요. 게임 내에서
So
발생할 수 있는
basically,
여러 가지
it's
문제들을
like trigger modules for now.
거래를 할 수 있는 이
Only?
권한을 얻어야만 거래를 할 수
Not
있고
much. Have you been? Have we met before?
먼저 마스터리 랭크 15 이상을 달성을 해야 되고요. 거래 관련 퀘스트를 완료를 해야 됩니다.
I'm chilling.
No, that's
We're
not
watching
the
Dev
case.
Livestream
To
for the
prevent
first
fraud and
Descendant.
abuse within the game, there are strict conditions for obtaining trading authorizations. First, players must achieve mastery rank 15 and complete quests related to trading.
네, 그리고 이런
15?
권한이 있다고 해도 하루에
That's kinda
거래할 수
low.
있는 횟수가 제한이 되어 있고요. 이거는 마스터리 랭크에 따라서 횟수가 증가합니다.
Because there will be bots.
Even if a player is authorized, the number of trades a player can make per day is limited, and this limit increases based on the player's mastery rank.
지금
That's good, I guess.
트레이드 P에 대해서 좀 오해가 있으신 것 같긴 한데요.
네.
지금 화면에서 저 P가 지금 4로
네.
4칼리버로 되어 있잖아요. 저 4칼리버는 이 거래가
Some stuff, some
완료되었을
brother
때
sword trip works.
000
We're having new modules in the next update in a week.
40 칼리버에서
There will be ultimate modules for the swords.
판매하는 사람은
We'll see how it
칼리버가
goes.
판매할 수 있는
But I'm pretty happy with my epic build.
36을 받게 되는.
That actually.
Yeah, so about that trade fee over there, that 4 caliber over there. So if you're a
10%.
seller, it's even if you don't have any calibers, if you have 0 calibers, you can still sell. But what happens
That's
is
pretty
after
smart.
the trading is done, you will receive 36 calibers because as you can see on the right side over there, it says 40 calibers. So the total amount that the seller will be getting is something that deducts the trading fee and then gives it to the seller. So even if the seller has nothing, the seller can still get 36
Seller is
calibers
broke,
after
boy.
deducting the 4 caliber fee. So yeah,
He will
that
get
is
4
something
caliber
that our
instead of
director wanted to
40.
explain. Yeah, and one more thing. PlayStation players must enable two-factor authentication in the option or account menu. This is actually a mandatory
And
policy
PCs not?
from PlayStation for in-game trading, so it cannot be avoided. Steam and Xbox players, they can still trade without the two-factor authentication. 네, 그래서 이 플레이스테이션 플레이어 분들은 옵션 계정 메뉴에서
Imagine Steam Market in this. Holy crap.
거래가 진행을 가능합니다. 이는 좀 게임 내 거래를 하기 위해서
But there will be bots. There actually will be bots. There is no way around it. I'm pretty sure like at some point we will be having like bots joining Wall Crusher.
네, 그리고 거래 가능한
FK players
아이템은
both do the
트리거
same thing for me.
모듈과 모듈이고요. 아이템 간 거래는 불가능하고 판매자가 아이템을 등록하면 구매자는 칼리버만 등록할 수가 있습니다.
Items
continue.
that can be tradable are trigger modules and ancestors modules. Trading items for other items is not possible. When a seller lists an item, the buyer can only buy that with calibers.
네, 그리고 11월에는 일단 기존에 출시된 트리거 모듈만 거래가 가능하고요. 거래 시스템이 첫 도입이라서
모듈만.
좀 안정화를 위해서 신규 콘텐츠는 좀 한 달 동안은 유예를 좀 하려고 합니다. 그래서 11월에 출시된 상업제 모듈과 트리거 모듈은 12월 업데이트부터 거래가 가능해질 예정입니다.
However, in November, trading is limited to trigger models that have already been released. As this is the first implementation of the trading system, new content will have a 1-month grace period to ensure service stability. Ancestors models and trigger models that are released in November are scheduled to become tradable starting in December.
네, 1대1 거래 시스템 안정화가
Good.
중요하기 때문에
Really good.
11월은 약간 베타 기간이라고 이해를 해주시면 감사하겠습니다. 그리고 성각자 모듈도 첫 도입이기 때문에 두 시스템이 안정화되는 12월에 성각자 모듈도 거래를 시작하게 할 예정입니다.
As stabilizing this one-on-one trading system is crucial, we would appreciate it if players can understand that November is the latest service period for the system. And since the Ancestors models are also being introduced for the first time, trading for them will begin in December once both systems are stabilized.
Don't excuse yourself.
Yeah, I think
We don't want for the game to become like pay to win.
many players are curious. Is caliber the only currency used for trading?
Of course it will not be gold. Some people are sitting on like 2 billion, 3 billion gold.
네, 그렇습니다. 칼리버로만 거래가 가능하고요. 최소 10칼리버 단위로 거래 금액을 측정을 할 수가 있습니다.
Yeah, that's correct. Only calibers can be used for trading, and the transaction amount can be set in minimum units of 10 calibers.
네, 그리고 수수료
So basically that's the default price for everything.
구매자가 지불한 칼리버에서 10%의 수수료를 공제하고 판매자에게 지불되는 구조입니다.
Trading charge is 10% of the transaction amount. The 10% charge is deducted from calibers paid by the buyer and will be sent to the seller. Yeah, so
Guys selling perfect trigger modules.
coming to the first Descendant. I think this is going to be received in various ways. So players who invest a lot of time in the game will be able to sell extra remaining items to other players and earn calibers. But yeah, I've just got one concern. Then how do I find other trading players? 이 한
World
가지
chat
걱정은
full of goons.
어떻게 하면 다른 거래자를 좀 찾을 수 있을까요?
네, 그래서 웹 거래소를 준비를 했고요. 웹 거래소는 공식 홈페이지와 컴패니언 앱을 통해서 제공이 됩니다.
That's why we've prepared the web trade market, and the web trade market is a feature available through the official website and companion app. Yeah.
네, 판매자는 웹 거래소에서 판매하는
It's not useless anymore.
있습니다. 지금 화면에 보시는 것처럼. 네. 그리고
I have it.
구매자는 웹 거래소에서 희망하는 상품을 찾게 되면 바로 구매 버튼을 눌러서 게임에 접속 중인 판매자에게 귓속말을 보낼 수가 있고요. 그 뒤에 게임에서
Wait, what?
파티를 맺고 알비온에서 만난 거래를 진행하면
2100
됩니다.
caliber for this?
So sellers can list items they
Yeah,
wish
of course
to sell
not.
on the web trade market. When buyers find a desired item on the market, they can immediately click the purchase button to send an instant whisper to the seller that is currently logged into the game. After that, they can form a party within the game, meet in Albion, and complete the trade.
You sneaky developers.
So, I guess like players speaking different languages
That-
can trade
that's
without
so
needing to
sly.
chat with each other. Yeah, really. hoping
That's so
that
sly. People will be
trade
actually have to, you know, be in the
any
game.
critical issues. 예, 그래서 좀 서로 다른 언어의 플레이어분들도 아마 만나서 좀
It will not be
채팅
automatic.
가능할 것으로 보이는데
Playtime will
거기가
increase.
문제 없이
Player count will increase.
이루어졌으면 좋겠습니다.
네, 다만 거래 시스템이 이번에 처음 도입되는 거기도 해서 여러 이슈들이 발생하지 않을까 좀 염려를 하고 있는데, 저희가 지속적으로 모니터링하면서 좀 안정화시켜서 잘 정착시키도록 노력을 하겠습니다. 이 부분도 잘 부탁드릴게요.
Yeah, as it is the first implementation of the trading system in the first Descendant, we're expecting several operational issues. Nevertheless, we will monitor and stabilize the system to ensure it settles in smoothly, so we kindly ask for your understanding regarding this matter.
How the heck do you whisper people in the game from the mobile app?
We have been sharing lots of major new systems today, and that has been taking quite a bit of time. There's still plenty of content left to cover. Now let's move on to the Season 3, Episode 2 Battle Pass. 예, 그래서 오늘 좀 소개해드릴 내용이 많아서 좀 시간이 지나고 있는데 아직도 좀 소개해드릴 콘텐츠가 많습니다.
Don't mind me, guys. I'm just gambling.
에피소드 2 배틀 패스를 먼저 살펴보도록 하겠습니다.
네, 이번 배틀패스의 주요 상품은 신규검 하이퍼노바와 중세기사 컨셉의 공용 스킨.
Tin can skins.
것처럼
Let me guess, there is no skirt.
So the main items in this battle pass are the new
I mean, there is
sword,
skirt instead of
Hypernova, and
metal
the common
pants.
skin with the medieval knight concept, Exo Knight.
Though mechanic skin actually was pretty covered.
네, 화면 한번. 네.
Yes, I was correct. Okay, we have Excalibur.
마스터 오브 더 소드라는 소셜 모션이 들어있고
Not bad.
Master of the Sword, Social Motion.
What is this? Yo, what is this?
네, 그리고
Is it Vortex or the Orca?
네. 네.
그리고
Yep,
데우스 엑스
no pants.
마누스의 새로운 궁극 스킨인
Ooh, this one looks cool.
이 있습니다. 그리고 또 다른 소셜 모션
I'm intrigued.
스폰 이펙트.
I'm actually intrigued.
되어 있습니다.
Yeah, so this is Demon Bane, an ultimate skin for the Deus Ex Manus.
Nice, you
and
can paint
also
that.
includes 3
I mean,
additional social
I already
motions
paid
and
for the
one
shadow.
spawn effect.
Painted shadow.
그리고 소셜 모션 있고요. 그다음에 11페이지에
What is
있는
this?
하이퍼노바의 스킨은 약간 방향지 시봉 같은 느낌이 있는 코믹한 디자인입니다.
I guess I'm glad that we have swords sheeted. Otherwise, it would be used for some questionable purposes. The male ones, yeah, the coat as well.
컨셉의
Like the coat like
멋있는 스킨이
thingy looks cool.
페이지에 들어가 있습니다.
Yeah, so we got that safety baton skin for the Hypernova, kind of a comical design, and also the Exo Knight, the common skin for female descendants on the final page. Yeah, So the medieval knight themed skin has arrived just in time to coincide
Nice
with
teaser.
the sword
I'm
update.
actually a little bit
Design that
excited
stands
about the
out
battle
from,
pass.
like the overall sci-fi concept of the first Descendant. 그래서 이 좀 SF 컨셉의 퍼스트 디센드의 좀 새로운 그런 디자인의 그 엑소나이트가 추가되네요.
네,
Cricket
어떤
noise.
검이 가장 잘 어울릴까요? 네.
네.
한번 볼까요? 네.
한번 보시죠.
네.
Take a look at which sword should best suit that skin over there.
네, 이런 기사 컨셉은 사실
I will be
게임에서
not using helmet for sure.
보여지는 거고 이제
I mean,
아시는 분은 아시겠지만
maybe
게임
that's skin not even
초기에
for
이
the
프로토타이핑을 할 때 이런 컨셉들을
for the
좀
females,
테스트하는
but
거
for the
있었어요.
males, I could be totally, you know,
SF로 확실하게 좀 방향을 틀었었고 그래서
painting that
거기에
into
들어가고
some like
때마침
Matrix style
근데 이런 기사 컨셉이 잘 어울릴 것 같아서 네, 한번 제작을 해봤습니다. 네,
without the helmet, of course.
검으로 한번 보여줘요. 네,
But not use the entire female scale. Do you have a choice?
Initially had some concepts like that, looking like those medieval ages, but yeah, since our game has become like a sci-fi kind of thing,
They could actually
recently
split.
we had the swords, so I think yeah, this is a good
너무 많아서
timing
못 찾나 본데.
to
They could actually split, you know, some parts of the skins.
Wow.
네, 네, 네. 잘 어울리네요, 이거랑. 네.
But it's not Transcendent skin, right? For the Deus Ex.
Totally fitting well with the skin over there.
네.
Yeah, so pairing well.
Hypernova
with,
actually looks quite
the
small
Hypernova and Exonite.
compared to the previews.
Ah,
네, 그리고 이번에는 네, 유진으로 한번 볼까요?
It's not Ultimate Fusion, right?
yeah.
네, 이 남성
Looks a lot similar to the Olympics Ultimate skin, though.
네, 잘 어울려서 남성 스킨 좋아하시는 분, 남성 캐릭터.
But okay, I guess now it's like for every
많이 좋아해
Descendant.
주실 것 같아요. 이렇게 플레이로도 한번 보여주세요.
왜?
아니다. 그럼 넘어갈게요. 네.
Yeah,
네, 네,
common
네.
skin.
그래서
for male
이번
descendants.
배틀 패스 보상도 네 열심히 준비했으니까 네, 뭐 기대해 주시면 좋을 것 같습니다.
They don't have
개인적으로도
Ultimate Fusion here.
남자께 좀더
No teasers.
나온 것 같은데. 아니,
Personally,
왜 자꾸도 있고.
I think the male one looks a bit better. Yeah. And it's
Oh,
included in the battle pass for season 3.
he will get a slap from the director for promoting wrong gender skin.
네. 마치 다른 게임을 보는 듯한. 네.
Oh yeah, kind of looks like a different game than the first Descendant. All right, now
Different game
decided
than
to
the
take
first
a closer look
Descendant.
at the battle pass weapon, the Hypernova. 야 그러면 이제 그
They know.
보여주셨던 배틀 패스 무기인 하이퍼노바를 조금 더 자세히 살펴보겠습니다.
Okay, let's roll.
네, 하이퍼노바는 광선건 컨셉의 무기인데요. 일반 공격은 7연타를 하고 그리고 빠른 연속 타격을 하는 특징을 가지고 있습니다.
So Hypernova is a light blade concept weapon. Its normal attack
much faster
features a 7-hit
than
combo
Shadow.
followed by rapid consecutive strikes.
네, 그리고 하이퍼노바의 특수 능력부터 보도록 하겠습니다. 특수 공격은 하이퍼노바를 투척하여서 피해를 입히는 방식인데요. 투척한 위치에 견인 효과를 가지게 됩니다.
So Hypernova's special attack involves throwing the sword to inflict damage, and then when it inflicts damage on the thrown location and a toe effect.
네, 그리고
와우.
투척한 위치에 견인 효과와 피해를 부여하고 무기를 회수할 때 이렇게 초신성 효과 폭발로 추가 피해를
They basically stole my Olympic build.
So while inflicting a toe effect and damage at the throw location, it deals additional damage through a supernova explosion when retrieving the weapon.
네, 견인
No, that's actually really cool
지속한
ability.
시간이 길수록 초신성 폭발의 데미지가 길어지는 방식이고요. 적들을 한 점으로 모을 수 있어서
I have a feeling that it will just
해리스가 스킬과
delete Shadow
콤비네이션으로
from the game.
활용하기에도 좋은 무기입니다.
해리스랑 궁합이 잘 맞겠네요.
So the supernova's explosion damage is increased based on the duration the pull effect is active, It can gather enemies into a single point, making it an excellent weapon for
You can use
heroics,
the sword while it's being thrown?
combat through skill and combination gameplay. Yeah, so once again, Hypernova can be obtained through the Battle Pass, and a new Transcendent skin for the Hypernova is also being added, which is the Lightbringer. 예, 말씀드렸듯이 하이퍼노바는 배틀 패스로 획득이 가능하고요. 이 하이퍼노바의
Have we seen Lightbringer?
스킨도 이번에
I don't remember.
바로 광명입니다.
That's kinda Lost Ark sword, I think.
하이퍼노바의 기본 디자인이 깔끔하고 전통적인
They could improve the like the sword's
판타지적인 느낌이
build.
강조된 그런 스킨입니다.
It's a little bit too
The
tiny.
Hypernova base design is pretty neat and traditional, but Lightbringer is a skin that emphasizes a more fantasy-like feeling.
얘도 그러면 이펙트가 역시 바뀌는
It has different effects, right?
Changes in the impact.
저 굉장히 세레나와 어울릴 것 같은 디자인이에요.
Looks like it'll fit Serena
네.
well.
이게 이번 빌드의 지금 이펙트가 현재 최종 상태가 아닌데요. 최종 버전은 이렇게 칼날 이펙트들이 훅 나와서 가운데로 몰려드는 그런 연출이 포함되어 있습니다.
So the version of the game build does not yet include the final version of effects, and on the final version we're going to have like swords looking at aiming at when we
Looking
use
and
weapons.
aiming.
Oh.
근데 이번 검은 스킨이라든지 뭐 기믹 같은 것들이 매칭이 되게 잘 된 것 같아요. 네.
The skins that are
go.
introduced this time, the overall gimmicks, and they all just seem to fit well with the overall feeling of our game. Yeah, Lightbringer, the Hypernova's new Transcendent skin,
I mean, not bad.
is truly valuable. So,
But I hope like the
will
effects
the
will be, you know,
Lightbringer skin be
more
updated
effects.
as an individual item. 그러면 이 광명 스킨은 단품 상품으로 업데이트가 되는 걸까요?
네, 맞습니다. 상점에서 단품 상품을
And in this
할인가에
one.
구매할 수 있는 스킨.
And this one.
뭐 광명 초월 스킨을 포함한
And
성장품
B and then
번들은
B recovery.
할인가를 높게 잡아서 아까 높게 잡다라기 가격을 높였다는 얘기가 아니고 할인율을 높여서 준비를 하고 있습니다.
Yeah, that's correct.
So what do you think about the new
Lightbringer
sword?
Can be purchased as an individual item at a discounted price. We're also preparing a growth bundle, which includes the Lightbringer Transcendent skin at a significantly discounted price, which doesn't
That's
mean
not
it's
part
like
of the battle pass.
really expensive and discounted high, but yeah, at a discounted price.
네, 그리고 저희가 검의 이펙트와 효과음이 달라지는 초월 등급의 스킨을 새로 이제 했잖아요. 그래서 향후에 총기 스킨에도 이런 초월 등급 스킨 도입을 좀 시도를 하려고 하고 있습니다.
Void Storm is intensifying.
Yeah, we've
Conditions
introduced
are
Transcendent
unfavorable.
tier skins that
Receive
change the effects and sound effects.
Specialized focus aircraft has stopped to resupply.
We're also
It's
planning to
defenseless.
introduce Transcendent tier skins for gun
Shooting
skins
down.
in the future as well.
For vehicles,
기존의 공급
the part rainbow,
스킨에 비해서 제가 코스튬
or bikini skins for the vortex. Yeah.
확인하고
Since like
Hopefully not.
it requires higher production costs compared to existing like ultimate tier skins, we are reviewing the feedback. Yeah, so that was the new weapon.
Reduce the
Hypernova.
price of the
Now
ultimate
let's look
skin
at
and bring the
ultimate
Transcendence price as the
items.
ultimate current
Can be
price.
obtainable through farming in the Supermassive dungeon. 예, 이어서 그 새로운 초거대 수용체 거점에서 파밍으로 또 획득 가능한 공급총 율락
Because the current ultimate skins are already quite expensive. Considering, you know, like that's not much of a
블랙 지배자는
reward.
적을 벌레를 부착시키고 그리고 벌레가 부착된 적이
Detected
주변의
signs of
적에게
life
피해를
inside a
주는
nearby arcade receptor.
The Hive Master is a weapon that fires at enemies to attach bugs, and these bugs that have been attached inflict damage to surrounding enemies. So the overall design does have a flawless kind of vibe to it. It appears very different from the designs of the previous Ultimate weapons. Yeah, 그동안에 좀
That's actually a sick looking weapon. Not my style, but quite unique.
네, 놀랍게도 디자인이 이렇지만 알비온에서 독자적으로 개발한 무기라고 하고요. 저도 처음에 디자인 보고 벌거스에서 뺏어온 거라고 생각을 했는데 유진의 제안에서 출발해서 케이트 박사의 실험이
유진?
시작된 무기라고 하네요.
surprisingly, it's said to be a weapon developed.
알비온이 또 취향이 이상한 편이에요.
Yeah. Yeah, it's said to be developed independently from Albion, and I guess they have some kind of thing in Albion. Well, when I first saw the design, I also wondered if it might have been taken from Vulgus. Well, actually, it started with Eugen's proposal and began with Dr. K's experiments.
네, 근데
트레이너가 관여한 거 아니에요?
근데
Freina?
유진이 원했던 건 이런 디자인은 아니에요.
원스톤은 트레이너. 범인은 트레이너.
However, it seems this design wasn't what Eugen had intended. Maybe Freina. Yeah, so I can almost hear
Coming up with the
this
lore
from
in
the tone.
like improvisation.
See how it works and works. 예, 그러면 어떤 방식으로 좀 동작하는지 실험실에서 살펴보겠습니다.
네, 우선 적을 사격하면 이렇게 머리 위에 충격벌레라는 벌레를 부착시키게 되는데요.
Mission complete.
충격벌레가 부착된
Transport
대상은
inbound.
주변의 적에게
See you soon.
사격을 일정 횟수 명중하면 방전이 발동해서 주변 적들에게 피해를 부여하면서 기절 효과를 부여하는 그런 효과입니다.
So, shooting the enemy will attach the shock bug above the enemy's head, and like after hitting enemies, your target with the shock bug attached, a discharge will activate and dealing damage to surrounding enemies and applying a stun effect.
Albion
That
Cavalry Mark
effect
II.
will activate only if the enemy with the shock bug survives. This weapon could be useful in contact like Void Erosion Purge when facing against enemies with lots of HP. 이 아마도 좀 그럼 이 탱키한 적들이 등장하는 좀 침식 정화와 같은 콘텐츠에서 활용할 여지가 있는 무기일 것 같습니다.
That's actually not bad.
And Season 3, Episode 2 introduces not only weapons, but also modules, external components, mutation cells, and trigger modules.
They're cooking. If that will be everything in one update,
Swords. 예, 그래서 이번 Season 3, Episode 2에는
that's actually quite cool.
그런 모듈 외장 부품, 변이세포, 트리거 모듈의 추가가 예정이 되어 있는데요. 이 먼저 좀 새로 추가되는 본 모듈부터 살펴보도록 하겠습니다.
The one concern maybe I have about the weapon that
우선 충격탄과 고위력
both weapons, the sword and that hive mind, that actually will be completely replacing probably the previous weapons. So the sword will replace shadow, like there is nothing shadow is better, I would say, at least at the moment.
And high power rounds, and the attribute circulation modules they spread debuffs when defeating enemies that are affected by attributes.
그리고 방어력을 추가로 올릴 수 있는 방어 전문가 모듈이라든가 이동 속도를 추가로 얻을 수 있는 절차 모듈도 추가됩니다.
Additionally, the defense master module boosts overall defense, and the armor tank module provides extra movement speed. They will both be added.
Movement speed is actually always nice.
속 공격을 했을 때 위력을 더 강화할 수 있는 도살자 모듈과 탄 소비를 줄여주는 난타 모듈이 추가가 되고요.
As for modules exclusive to impact rounds, Slaughterer boosts power during consecutive attacks, and the Flurry module reduces ammo consumption.
네, 그리고 고위력탄 전용으로는 치명타가 적중했을 때
I mean, I'm not having issues with either, I guess.
치명타 배율을 더 올려줄 수 있는 무쌍 모듈도
On Lepic.
As for high power round exclusive modules, the Berserker module reduces ammo consumption upon landing critical hits, and the Overpower module further increases overall critical hit damage. Yeah, so great to hear that various models enhance.
Is it for Deus Ex?
Usage are being added. So swords got a performance boost with the patch last week, and with more sword exclusive modules coming,
Give me that, yo.
sword's capabilities continue to improve steadily and becomes a weapon. 그래서 이게 앞으로도 좀
There is no way like they will further buff the critical hit damage from for the heavy impact, not heavy impact, heavy ammo sword. It's already having like 10 times increase.
modules for our descendants.
And Shadow has no like good crit, I guess.
18 of them that you can see over there, and I don't think there's enough time to all. Yeah, you're give a brief overview. 대승자의 평균 등급 모두 18개.
It's like I'm always happy to have like new modules and stuff.
부족할 것 같아요.
More building.
설명 부탁드리겠습니다.
네, 이번에 추가되는 모듈은 모두 트리거 모듈과 함께 사용할 때 효율이 높아지는 궁극 모듈들이고요. 예를 들어 균열 탐험가라는 모듈은 저편에인 트리거 모듈의 보이드 충전 효과가 발동될 때 스킬의 효과 범위를 늘려주고 전역 지속, 지면 지속 스킬의 위력을 늘려주는 모듈입니다.
New models are all ultimate models that become more efficient when used alongside our trigger models. For example, the Breach Explorer increases the skill effect range when the Power Beyond Void Recharge effect activates, and it also boosts the power of like global area and area skill. Sounds like the perfect set when they're used together. 완전히 이 트리거 모듈과 좀 세트를
So the trigger module will be complemented by those as well.
계승자 모듈 10칸을 어떻게
That's actually pretty cool. I wonder if I will be able to increase the range like from the blazing zone or more movement speed increase from the movement trigger module.
Yeah, that's right. You might be pondering on how to set 10 slots for Descendant modules, but if you like fill the slots saved by using high-tier Ancestors modules with ultimate modules that form sets with these trigger modules, you'll see significantly greater effects. Great, yeah.
Wait, what? They can be combined?
Now moving on to new external components. We've got two new sets coming. 이번에는 두 개의 좀 새롭게 추가되는 외장 부품 소개입니다.
Skill cooldown 2%.
유해물 처리반 세트가 있고요. 4세트 효과가 무려 독속성 스킬 위력을 65% 상승시켜 주는데요.
So this goes Harrison
적에게 피해를 입히는
for now.
차원과
Toxic skill
트리
power
타입의
65%. Wait a sec.
해리스가 사용하기에 최적화된 외장 부품입니다.
The first set is the Hazmat Disposal Team. It's 4-piece effect boosts toxic skill powered by a whopping 65%. There is a penalty of which normal AoE type skills reduce the power of dimension and singular skills when dealing damage to enemies. Ultimately, making this an optimal external component for Harris.
No, obviously, but
네, 두 번째
why penalty?
세트는 맥동하는 힘 세트이고요. 방출 유형의 스킬을 유지할수록 자원 소모량은 증가하지만 위력도 증가되는 그런 효과입니다. 해리스도 방출 타입의 스킬을 가지고
This one's
있습니다.
probably Bunny
방출
says.
타입의 스킬을 활용하는 버드와
Emission type skill
플레이어에게
power.
유용한 외장 부품이 될 것 같습니다.
The second set is the pulsating power
The
set.
timings.
The power of emission type skills is increased, but the skill cost increased the longer the skill is maintained. Harris also possesses emission type skills, but this set is expected to be a useful external component for Bunny and Blair as well, who utilize emission type skills. Yeah,
So with the
November
final
update
wish, you're actually
is
getting
adding
like
an unusually large number of items. There are also new mutant cells being added as well.
you're
그래서
actually
이번 업데이트는
getting
굉장히
a little bit
다양한 그런 아이템들이 추가되는 것 같습니다.
a little bit boost.
신규 버니 세포도 있는데요. 한번 소개 한번 부탁드리겠습니다.
네, 11월 6일 업데이트가 되면 이번에 아이템들이 많이 추가돼서 기존의 빌드도 많은 변화가 생길 것 같다라고 예상하고 있습니다. 이번에 추가되는 변이 세포는 스킬 유형을 트리거로 활용하는 아이템입니다.
Electric skill power.
Yeah, so there might be significant changes to existing builds following the November 6th update. The mutation cells added this time are items that utilize skill types as triggers.
네, 예를 들어 화끈한 소집이라는 변이 세포는 견인된 몬스터에게 화염 속성 추가 피해를 부여하기 때문에 부여하는 그런 유형이고요. 이런 스킬 유형과 매칭된 변이 세포 19종이 이번에 출시가 됩니다.
For example, the mutation cell called Fury Forced Rally, it inflicts additional fire attribute damage on monsters that have been towed. So a total of 19 mutation cells matching specific skill types
Kinda
will
useless.
be released. Yeah, it may seem like we're done after covering.
It's like if it's one attack, it's kinda
but,
useless.
yeah, there's more. 3 additional trigger modules will also be added. We'll look at the trigger modules together in the game build. 예, 그래서 트리거 모듈 3종도 더 추가된다고 하는데요. 이거는 빌드에서 한번 살펴보겠습니다.
네, 먼저 소개할 트리거 모듈은요. 강철의 선봉대라는 트리거 모듈입니다.
Yeah, the first new trigger module is Steel Vanguard.
네, 격돌 유형의 스킬을 사용할 때 플레이어 주변의 적에게 지속 데미지를 입히는 효과를 부여합니다.
When
That
using
could be for
crash
killing.
skills, it grants an effect that deals continuous damage to enemies around the player.
네, 이렇게 발동되는데요. 재밌는 건 강철의 선봉대가 주는 피해는 반응로를 따라가게 됩니다.
Ajax,
반응로를
Keelan,
다른 속성으로 한번 변경해
Harris, of
보겠습니다.
course.
So it activates like this, and the interesting part is that the damage dealt by the Steel Vanguard follows the reactor's attribute. So let me change the reactor to a different attribute.
네, 이렇게
Dude, that's actually super cool.
Yeah, as you can see,
We already had an example with the bunny and the chill reactor,
파동 분출 같은 기전이라는 거죠.
and now we're having
이게
like
이제 아무래도
different content with different factions. Any Descendants can actually do
까지 이제 바꿔주는 걸로
can do like different
이용해서
efficient AoE builds.
라고 이제 완전히 이해를 할 수가 있을 것 같습니다.
Hopefully this one will not reduce your FPS.
kind of like a mechanism like wave eruption. There was a debate in the community whether this was a bug or intentional. Well, seeing the effects change makes it completely clear that the attribute change was intentional.
네, 다음은 상대적 속도라는 트리거 모듈입니다. 상대적 속도는 감속 유형의 스킬로 발동이 되는데요. 비에사의 스킬 4개가 모두 감속이어서 비에사로 플레이할 때 가장 빠르게 발동시킬 수가 있습니다.
Next one is relative speed. Relative speed is activated by slow type skills. Since all 4 of VS's skills are slow type, you can activate it fastest when playing as VS.
네, 감속 스킬에 적중한 적마다 카운트가 스택이 돼서요. 이렇게 50 스택을 쌓였을 때 강력한 총기 딜을 발동할 수 있는 트리거 모듈입니다.
It's a trigger module that accumulates stacks for each enemy that has been hit by slow type attack, and will deal powerful damage to enemies when 50 stacks are accumulated.
지금 이미 50 스택을 쌓았고요. 이렇게 이 상태에서 총을 쏘면 네, 이렇게 이펙트가 터지면서 데미지가 증폭됩니다.
So with 50 stacks, you can see doing massive damage with the firearms.
네. 다른 트리거 모듈에
Too many.
비해서 빌드업에 시간이 더 소요되는 모듈이기 때문에 리턴을 크게 제공하는 모듈이기도 합니다.
Like other Descendants will
Compared to
be
other trigger modules, this
not
one takes
using that
longer
probably.
to build up, making it a module that provides significant returns.
네, 그리고 도미노 드라이브는 스킬을 쓸 때마다 효과를 중첩하고 연쇄 유형의 스킬로 발동시키는 트리거 모듈인데요.
Dude, skill effect range max value 10 and they're having like 20.
시모나 플레이어에게 적격인 트리거 모듈입니다.
화염.
네, 화염.
Cheating modules.
Domino Drive is a trigger module that stacks effects each time a skill is used and activates them with the same kind of skills. It enhances the power and range of fire skills, making it an ideal trigger module for SMO or Blair. Yeah, now moving
드디어.
on to monthly balance, and November's balance is focused on none other than Haley.
Let's go. Please be good.
월간 밸런스
Please be good.
넘어갈 텐데, 또 이 화면에 나와 있죠. 11월 밸런스 개편의 주인공은 바로 헤일리입니다.
드디어 나왔습니다. 일리.
네.
헤일리.
We will do Wall Crusher first. I want to have like full attention on this one. So yeah, we'll complete Wall Crusher, and then we'll check. We'll check how Haley will get reworked. Hopefully. Well, actually, I like her kit, but she could use the rework of the values, you know, that kit provides, and removal of the movement speed penalties on the third skill. That would be nice. With the new weapon, I think, like without the movement speed penalty, it would be super good mobbing build. But we'll see. We'll see. Let's do Wall Crusher quickly. Get our perfect trigger modules to get for the trading, of course. So yeah. But one thing about like the trading of those trigger modules, right? You have to be like full-time online to receive a whisper when people are actually clicking through that website. And if like players are offline, what happens with your listing. I know how it will feel. I think they're trying to implement a system similar to like Path of Exile, right? But I'm not sure. The Path of Exile, you like 10-20 seconds and you're in the game, I think. At least it was like with the first Path of Exile. But the first Descendant, dude. If you will be like entering the game, it's like 2 minutes or something. And someone will decide, yeah, screw that, I'm no longer interested. It will be annoying. But we'll see. It's like too early to judge, of course. Let's go. 3 Serenas. The boss is still standing. Actually, I probably should not be hitting weak points. Damage is not changing for me, but, you know, destroying those weak points could change the damage for Serenas. And Luna's problem. Yeah, but with the new trigger module for a mission type, sorry babe, cannot help you. If I will cancel my skill, it will be like 40-50 seconds cooldown. But yeah, with the new trigger modules and with the new component set, I think Bunny will get even more powerful with this build. This like currently build which I'm using is like half-assed, you know. I didn't build it like min-maxed or whatever. It's just whatever, glued couple modules. That's it. Because I saw like people, you know, were saying that like the chill reactor will now have quite nice benefit against the lava citadel, thanks to the eruption module. So yeah. But in the next update, and those trigger modules which are actually utilizing reactor elemental damage, holy crap. That's actually really nice way to make like the builds quite unique and like universal. Depends on the content as well. Like some factions like Void Erosion or like Void bosses are having like different resistances. Dude, now every Descendant will be able, you know, to do stuff. Okay. I'm pulling main screen.
우선 헤일리는 기존 개성과는 조금 방향성을 다르게 접근하게 되었고요. 기존의 스킬은 밸런스 수정을 통해서 효용성을 더하고 기존 스킬들은 그러니까 치 수정을 통해서 밸런스적인
Director is passionate talking about Hailey.
새롭게 초월 모듈 2개를 추가해서 헤일리의 빌드 선택지를 늘리는
Music should have.
그래서 약점을 보완하는 방향으로 접근했습니다.
So we've approached Hailey from a different perspective compared to previous balance adjustments. So her current skills gained enhanced utility through balance adjustments, and we added 2 new Transcendent modules to broaden Hailey's build options.
Sheesh.
Oh, then you know, we're building, adding more modules for Descendants that have 2 Transcendent modules. 그러면 약간 앞으로 이런 식으로 초월 모듈이 2개만 지금 있는 계승자들이 있는데 그들에게도 좀 모듈이 추가가 된다고 생각하면 될까요?
네, 계승자마다 다를 것 같아요. 초월 모듈이 하지만 초월 모듈이 2개인 계승자는 모듈 추가를 계속 출시를 할 예정입니다.
Yeah, I think it will vary depending on the Descendant, but yeah, however, we do plan to release additional modules for Descendants who possess only 2 Descendant modules.
네, 다시 네.
Makes sense.
Transcendent modules. Yeah.
다시 헤일리로 돌아와서 네, 헤일리의 기본 스킬을
For 1 year almost, they actually just had like 2 modules for her.
중첩당 마이너스 2.5%에서 마이너스 1%로 줄어들게 됩니다. 왜 안 없앴냐는 초월 모듈 보시면 될 것 같고요. 그리고 극저온 확산탄 초월 모듈 역시 상향이 되고요. 1번 스킬의 최대 발사수가 18개로 늘어나게 됩니다.
Yeah, going back to Hailey,
Let's
most of
like
Hailey's
doing like
basic skill damage will be increased. The movement speed reduction per stack from skill 3 has been reduced from minus 2.5% per stack to minus 1% per stack. The cryogenic cluster shock transcendent
Not
module
bad, but
has
it would be
also
nice to
been
remove.
buffed, and the maximum number of shots for skill number 1 has been increased to 18. Yeah, so I guess the mechanism change was likely intended to utilize the new Transcendent module. Let's talk more about Haley while looking at the new Transcendent modules. Yeah, 이 아마 메커니즘의 변경.
For a while I was like trying to make a mobbing build based on her first skill. Even though it could be done like with the old content, like 400% engines, even though mobs are overwhelming.
이 초월 모듈은
Hopefully the
기존
new
헤일리의
amount of
메커니즘을
targets
더욱 강화하는
will
그런
actually
초월 모듈이고요.
make it possible.
패시브에 자신을 타겟팅하지 않은 적을 공격할 때 피해 증가가 추가되었고 4번 스킬을 사용할 때 은신 효과가 부여가 됐습니다. 그리고 3번 스킬은 최대 중첩이 30으로 늘어나면서 자리를 잡고 전투할 때 고점이 더 높은 헤일리의 특징을 강화해주는 모듈입니다.
Camouflage sniping is a transcendent module that further enhances Haley's mechanics. Her passive now grants additional damage when attacking enemies that are not targeting her, and using her fourth skill grants a stealth effect. The maximum stacks for her third skill increased to 30, making this a module that enhances Haley's characteristic of having a higher peak damage output when positioned and engaged in combat.
보시면
Kind of counter argument.
이렇게 3번 스킬이 중첩을 더
Like
많이
mobs,
쌓게
like
되고,
99% of the time will be targeting you. You need to activate skill to get like to drop aggro or something.
More stacks for skill 3, and then getting this stealth effect ultimately maximizes her damage, giving her a much more higher performance.
네, 다음은 차가운
I don't know about that.
이라는 모듈이고요. 헤일리의 부족한 사냥 능력을 보완해주는 모듈입니다.
Next up is the cold.
She should be able to move with her ultimate, despite it looks cool.
네, 패시브 스킬은요. 근접 시 스킬의 치명타, 몬스터에 근접하면 스킬의 치명타를 더 높여주는 방향으로 개선이 되었고요.
Yeah. Her passive has been improved to increase critical hit chance when in close range.
그리고 차가운 심장을
모빙
착용하게
빌드?
되면 주력 딜링 스킬인 1번, 2번, 4번이 모두 특이로 맞춰지면서 반응로 세팅도 편리해집니다.
In equipping, Cold Heart aligns skill 1, 2, and 4 as singular, making reactor setup more convenient.
네, 1번 스킬은 극저온 확산탄과 같아지지만 최대 12발까지만 발사하게 되고요.
Skill number 1 becomes same as cryogenic cluster shot, but fires up to 12 rounds.
네, 3번 스킬은 버프의 효율이 낮아지는 대신에 이동 속도 감소가 완전히 사라집니다.
Skill 3's like buff efficiency decreases, but the movement speed reduction is removed.
네, 그리고 4번 스킬은 헤일리 주변에 광역 데미지를 폭발시키는 스킬로 변경이 됩니다.
Skill number 4 is changed to a skill that explodes and deals AoE damage around Haley.
그래서 예를 들어
Wait.
AoE damage. Skill number 4 is changed to a skill that explodes and deals AoE damage around Haley.
Please be fast cast animation. Those are level 1 mobs, I'm not getting convinced yet.
Keeping her movement speed up.
I mean, as long as that weapon actually...
Looks like we'll need to take Haley out and test her changes. Also, Haley's unique weapon now features a structure where it becomes more powerful through weapon cores. 예. 그리고 헤일리의 이 전용 무기는 무기 코어에 의해서 더 강력해지는 이제 구조를 좀
Let's
도입했다고
go.
합니다.
Descendant.
Five crit cores.
무기 스킬이 장착하고 있는 증강 코어의 개수에 따라서 추가 효과를 부여받는 방식입니다.
Yes, so the unique weapon skill grants additional effects based on the number of augmentation cores equipped.
네, 헤일리는 사용 중인 무기에
Wait a sec.
세팅된 증강 코어의 수에 따라서 장탄량, 총기
So it's
치명타
not like
약점
inheriting those like
스탯들이 상승하게
buffs, it's
되고요.
just X5.
Depending on the number of augmentation cores, Haley gains rounds per magazine, firearm critical hit damage, and weak point damage.
네, 그리고 이와 함께 글레이도 증강 코어의 수에 따라서 발사 속도, 전력 질주 속도, 총기 치명타 배율, 스킬 위력이 상승하도록 개선됩니다.
In addition, Glay will receive improvements by gaining fire rate, sprint speed, firearm critical hit, and skill power based on the number of augmentation cores. Wow.
Glaze,
Yeah,
Glaze
Glay
custom
was
weapon, right?
surprised that she will
Not
be
infinite
receiving
ammo build.
similar buffs as well. Then what about like other descendants with unique weapons as well? 아 그러면 또 이 글레이도 굉장히 반가운 소식인데 이 다른 전용 무기 계승자들은 어떻게 되는 걸까요?
네, 이번에는 헤일리와 글레이에 대응을 했고요. 후속으로 프레이나, 벨비, 레픽, 루나, 제이버의 전용 무기도 대응할 예정입니다.
So this time we've updated Haley and Glay, but we plan to update Freyna, 𝑣𝒊𝒏, Lepic, Luna, and Jaber's unique weapons as well. Yeah, so it's really encouraging to see the game's balance steadily improving.
Not bad, not bad
Developers'
actually.
Balance adjustments are focused on Haley. Since Ancestors modules are content that impacts overall balance, the overall volume of individual balance patches was reduced by a bit. We will be implementing further improvements and balance up patches in December, and preparations are underway to implement more extensive monthly balance patches in 2026. So let's hope the first Descendant can gradually develop as time passes. Yeah, 그래서 11월의 밸런스 조정은
Obviously, I'm not like super hyped because I have to test those things myself, but
영향을 미치는 콘텐츠이기
like the damage increase from the cores for the custom weapon and movement speed reduction and removal,
12월에는
that's actually sick. With the new weapon as well? With the Albion gun. No, I probably will be still using Albion gun because of the movement speed. Dude, that will be crazy.
더욱더 발전되기를 기원합니다.
네, 밸런스 패치는 뭐 기존에 약속드린 대로 꾸준히 계속 진행할 예정이고 이번 헤일리도 꽤 잘 내용이 나온 것 같아서 좋은 것 같습니다.
We will continue to have more balance patches in the future, and yeah, Haley looks like a great new balance patch. Descendant, yeah, she surely does. So
Please don't
now,
nerf Wall
moving on,
Crusher.
let's look at QOL improvements coming with the November 6th update. I heard we're improving the balance of the Wall Crusher. 예, 그래서 이어서 이 QOL 업데이트도 좀 소개를 해드리려고 하는데 월 크래셔의 밸런스를 좀 조정을 하신다고요?
네, 목표는 세레나하고 다른 스킬 계승자 간의 격차를 줄이는 방향이고요.
No word on optimization though.
타격에 대한
I'm pretty sure lots of new players cannot really play comfortably the game.
사양되지만 뭐 그냥 단순히
We could, work a little bit on optimization to get new players with the not so high-end PCs.
Yes, so the goal is to reduce the
This is
gap
Hound
between
Actual to
Serena
all personnel.
and skill dealer
Voidstorm is
Descendant.
intensifying.
The
Why skill dealer?
will get a defense function against multi-hits, which
That's a
will
specialized
ultimately
bonus
reduce
aircraft.
Serena's
It can
damage
fly through
output.
Voidstorms.
However, the Wall Crasher's
Descendant,
HP
if you're gonna
has
shoot it
also
down,
been
do it
adjusted
now.
so that
Hurry.
it can ensure the overall clear time remains unchanged.
네, 그리고
I don't know about that.
치명타 저항을 좀 낮춰서요. 치명 계승자들이 더 빠르게 리딩을 할 수 있도록 개선을 했습니다.
Along with this, the Wall Crasher's critical hit resistance, it has also been lowered, so it can allow Descendants focusing on critical hits to deal damage more quickly. I guess,
Let
yeah,
me guess.
should allow
Luna
critical
and
skill
Bunny.
dealers and Serena to achieve somewhat more balanced damage output.
I don't know about nerfing his HP.
이 세레나가 좀 더 균등한 그런 진행이 가능해집니다.
근데 저희가 테스트를 해본 결과 뭐 여전히 세레나가 가장 빠르게 돌리는 하지만요. 이번에 월크래셔 밸런스를 조정함으로써 뭐 격차를 좀 더 완화를 하고
I have a feeling it will be
계승자를 참여할 수 있도록
maybe a bad move. Too many changes for one update for the Wall Crusher.
Yeah, based on our testing, Serena is still the quickest damage dealer. However, the significance lies in the fact that this balance adjustment for the Wall Crusher, it mitigates the gap and creates room for more various Descendants to participate. Yes, indeed, and buffs for other Descendants are gradually being implemented as well. So yeah, it seems like an overall positive. Now I heard that void erosion purge will also be improved. 또 이어서 이 침식 보이드
What about void erosion?
플레이가 좀 개선됐다고 합니다.
It's already kind of fine, I guess.
후에는 침식 버전을 암흑의 군단으로 일치시켜서 이 단계 클리어하는 구간 하나를 하려고 합니다. 앞으로는 이제
Unless they make it like the challenge mode will be repeatable
로테이션을 할 때.
for the rewards, and maybe then
So,
like difficulty
in
reduction.
Season 3, Episode 2, in the Void Erosion Purge Challenge, the enemies will be only Legion of Darkness to reduce the burden of clearing stages. Each season, we will be rotating on which Legion will appear in the Void Erosion Purge.
Reloads, hello.
그 개수도 좀 줄이고요. 태스크가
Four weapons.
쉽게 만들어서 그 이동 시간도
You have to build 4 weapons now.
이동기가 마땅치 않은 교전자도
Back to the basic. Back to the roots.
Extraction from operation zone initiated.
Additionally,
Good
we
work,
reduced the
Descendant.
number of tasks and narrowed the intervals between them to shorten the movement time. This improvement aims to allow descendants that lack reliable mobility to reduce the overall completion time. Yeah, and finally, lighting will be added to photo mode. And 마지막으로
What about I don't
조명
really care about?
가 된다고 합니다.
네. 사진 찍을 때 조명 참 중요합니다. 네.
We haven't had break incoming.
계속 약속드린 것처럼 발전을 시키고 있는데요. 초기 버전하고 비교하면
Yep. See you in a couple minutes. I'll probably, skim through the photo mode. We still have like 1.5 hours. Like what? But hey, at the moment, it's cooking for 1 month update. They probably will have like 2 pieces, like one of the November 6th and maybe one like in the week after or 2 weeks after. But we'll see. Be right back. Ooh, that's...
것 같아요. 이번에
But now, bunnies,
추가된
yo,
조명 기능에서는 자연광
I need
시간을
a screenshot of
변경하거나
that.
I like to
Look at the dog.
add in the community quality with
Oh, come on.
players.
I made a screenshot of that. I don't care.
already know about the Bayonetta collaboration since
Let me actually.
players
Gentlemen, maybe gentle ladies, welcome back. So, one of the probably most hyped topics in the community. Let's go.
You know about the Bayonetta collaboration. Today we'll dive into more detail. But first, it was a very unexpected IP choice. I'd like to ask how the collaboration with Bayonetta came about. 그래서 이 베요네타 콜라보레이션은 뭐 이미 많은 분들이 알고 계실 텐데 이 또 굉장히 의외의 그런 IP 선정이었긴 했거든요. 그래서 어떻게
Let's see how they chose that.
콜라보를 하게 되었는지 한번 여쭤보고 싶습니다.
Sega IP.
네, 뭐 몇 차례 제가 말씀드린 것처럼 베요네타 콜라보는 제가 이제 제안을 했던.
Yeah, with such loading screen, when you will be trading with someone, you have to enter the game
게임에 뭐 제가 설명드리지
to you know, to initiate trading. It's kind of too long.
생각을 해서 출근했습니다.
Yeah, as I talked about a lot of times, I personally
Please proceed at your own discretion, but do not
collaboration.
exceed your
It was a
limits.
game I loved as a kid, and I felt it would perfectly fit the first and second. And you know, I heard that there were significant challenges in the collaboration production.
Yeah, can we have dual wielding?
어려움이 많았다고 들었습니다.
네, 아무래도 이제 이 IP
I don't care if the like the last dagger skin or whatever they announced there for those pistols will be like behaving as a single hand pistol. Can we have like dual wielding animation at least?
당연하게 오랜 시간 동안 사랑받을
Last dagger having like huge fire rate, so why not?
분들이 자신들의 IP에 대한 애정 같은 철학 같은 게 있기 때문에 생각하고 저희들도 좀 많이 배우기도 했습니다.
Yeah, we went through a very detailed review process with the copyright folder. That took much longer than expected, and we received numerous revision requests. But on the other hand, it was also a time to learn how creators of long-loved IPs maintain their artistic integrity. Yeah, collaboration consists of Bayonetta skins, weapon skins, social motions, and events. Yeah, we've also received feedback expressing disappointment that the collaboration lacks playable content. What are your thoughts? 그래서 이번 콜라보는 베요네타 스킨과 무기 스킨, 소셜 모션.
They want actually to have like quests related to Bayonetta?
이번에 플레이어블 콘텐츠가 없다는 점이 아쉽다는.
I personally would expect them to not even to cover that.
네, 그런 지적을 하시는 게 당연하다고 생각을 하고요. 저희가 이번에도 두 번째 콜라보를 준비하면서 공부를 많이 하긴 했어요. 이게 대형 IP하고 협업을 하는 경우에는 시간이 되게 오래 걸리고, 그래서 최종적으로는 거의 1년 이상이 걸리는 경우가 되거든요. 그런데 여기에 콘텐츠까지 추가를 하면 시간은 훨씬 더 오래 걸리기 때문에 여기까지.
Yeah, I'm aware of that, and due to those opinions, there were some things that I learned while working on this collaboration. Collaborations with major IPs take a lot of time, and when we do like the proposal, all of that process of proposal to contract development, QA, and until the final update, it may go over a year or maybe
Extraction from
sometimes
operation zone
The
initiated.
fuck?
그런 의미에서 현재 이제 다른 대형 IP하고 콜라보레이션을 논의 중인 게 있는데요. 이번에는 그래서
1 year.
콘텐츠를 포함한 형태로 진행.
I remember when they said about the Colossi, like the completely new Colossi can take like almost 1 year.
필요할 것 같고요.
But since that time they have like increasing development team, they received more funding and stuff. So it kind of goes faster now, but like those copyrights and stuff, for 1 year.
So we're currently discussing another collaboration with a major IP, and this one will include playable content. But it will take a bit more time before we can announce this collaboration.
Music,
so
shut
for
up.
now, we plan to focus on cosmetic and event-based
This is held
collaboration.
action. Reporting
Yeah.
extreme
Thanks for the
concentrations of void
explanation.
energy within the
Let's
operation
discuss
zone.
more
All
about
units,
Bayonetta
please
through
proceed at your own discretion. But do not
I would be honest, I
exceed
would not expect any content from collaborations, considering how much bureaucracy is involved in those things.
하면은 플레이 있으니까
So that's quite respectable that they're pushing to that.
하고요. 아까
Most like game developers would say, ah, well, suck it up. We're not doing that. Is it Glay? Probably it's Glay.
많이 있고, 네, 다시 한번 이제 볼륨이 돌아와서 지금은 글레이로 보여드리고 있지만 이거는 네, 스킨이라는 걸 한 번 더 보여드리겠습니다.
Yeah. It's perfectly with Bayonetta. We're showcasing Glay over there. And this is a common skin, even though we
Because of the glasses.
Glay.
This is HQ. Enemy
As a
reinforcements
TMI
incoming.
producer explained about the process of going through the copyright folders as they. Yeah.
네, 베요네타 시리즈는 뭐 다들 잘 아시겠지만 2009년에 1편이 발표된 작품이고요. 속작은 닌텐도 스위치로 발표가 됐거든요. 그래서 최신 그래픽으로는 그동안 만나볼 수 없었던 캐릭터여서 퍼스트 디센던트에서 구현을 하면 좋겠다고 생각을 하고 출연했었어요. 예상한 대로 싱크로율이 높게 나와서 오늘은 스킨 게임 협업을 많이 하고 있습니다.
As players know, the Bayonetta series started with the first game being released in 2009. The sequel came out on Nintendo Switch.
That's kind of not so long ago.
We couldn't experience with the latest graphics. I thought it would be fun to implement it in the first Descendant. And as expected, it came out with a high sync rate, making it a satisfying collaboration experience.
네, 그리고 최후의 비수
I think actually he's not translating all of the things he said.
추가가 됩니다.
And the last dagger skin also adds Bayonetta's weapon.
많이 보셨죠? 네.
Yeah, I'm sure you saw that.
Dual wielding.
And also, I found the social motions
What is this?
quite interesting.
I didn't say bold.
Yeah, 2009, that was when all of us were quite young. Well, 5 new Bayonetta social motions were also added. And these are all motions that exist in Bayonetta, right? 그래서 이 베요네타 소셜 모션이 되게 좀 흥미롭고 5개나 좀 추가.
I see which emotes you have equipped.
베요네타에 존재하는 모션들이 맞죠?
네, 그렇죠. 네, 당연히 있는
Oh, no.
모션이고 그래서 콜라보를 한 것 같죠. 네, 그리고 다음에 저 모션
Albion
구성은
might transform a little bit.
여기 이제 판권사, 네, 판권사에서 직접 추천해준 구성입니다.
Yeah, of course, that's why it's a collaboration. And in fact, this composition was actually recommended by the copyright holder. Let's take a look.
I mean, expected. What about the last one? One is already laughing there.
중 요 모션 맞죠? 요거,
네.
요거가 네,
Right.
크먼, 네, 크먼이라는 모션은 콜라보레이션 이벤트를 통해서 얻을 수 있습니다. 그러니까 11월 6일이라는
They knew that they didn't,
네,
you know,
참여해 주시면 좋겠습니다.
they didn't want to make those motions like continuously.
Things that players can obtain through the collaboration events. So don't miss out on the Bayonetta collaboration event.
This one is not bad.
On November 6th. Yeah, so all right, we're almost done. But now, of course, we have to look at the skins coming in November and so first, 2 new premium skins are being added. 11월에 추가될 스킨들도 사실 빌딩을 통해 좀 보여드리고 마무리를 하겠습니다. 먼저 프리미엄 스킨 2개가 추가됐다고 합니다.
네, 먼저 벨비의 힘의 유형 탐사 장비.
Yeah, so first up is Saudi's Deep Sea Exploration Gear.
네, 여기도
Is one of those skins for the events or?
바깥으로 빼서
Nah, probably not. Which they announced they will be making like for free.
쓸때 무슨 게
So uniquely, the pair is pulled out of the 2 grades. Like water leaking through the gap. No, it's hippo 같은데.
네, 정말 허술하구나. 그래서 네, 벨비 오랜만에 등장한 벨비 프리미엄 스킨인데 벨비 캐릭터 컨셉하고도 되게 잘 맞고
Second skin.
네, 스킨 것 같아요.
I wonder if it would be male. Probably not, but let's see.
Extraction from operation zone initiated. appreciated.
그리고 다음은
Good work,
넬의
Descendant.
프리미엄 스킨인데요. 네,
Okay, it's
균열
for now, I
컨트롤
guess.
수트. 네. 이것도 넬 컨셉하고 꽤 잘 어울리는 네, 하이 실종한 네, 의상입니다. 네, 기존의 넬 스킨은 대부분
They know what they're doing.
넬의 캐릭터하고 성격하고 어울리는 스타일이었는데 저런 메카닉한 것도 되게 잘 어울리는 것 같아요. 이거 사서 입어보고 싶습니다.
So next up is
입혀보고 싶습니다.
Probably having some insider jokes.
is Nell's Breach
Voidstorm is
Exploration
intensifying.
Suit.
Conditions are
So
unfavorable.
Nell's previous
Proceed with
premium
caution.
skins featured
Over.
styles in a uniform
Specialized
or
multi-aircraft
jacket.
tactical.
This marks the first time
That
she's
aircraft
received
is used to
dedicated
fly
gear.
through Voidstorm.
신발이 괜찮지
It
않나요?
must be
Mechanical
shot
design.
down.
The reason he laughed was producers are
That's how they call it.
wants to make Nell wear that perfect skin that she has. So, yeah, with that includes the skins that will be updated on November 6th. The Bayonetta collaboration skins and premium skins for 𝑱𝒐𝒊𝒏 and Nell will be added, along with the new Battle Pass skins we shipped earlier. Move on to new skins coming on November 20th.
Second part.
6일에 추가되는 스킨들이고요. 이어서 11월 20일에 추가되는 스토리 스킨도 보여드리도록 하겠습니다.
네, 저희가 아시는 것처럼 그 2주간
Army
기간
receptor.
Is the male skin?
Showing signs of life.
한 달간 되겠습니다. 보여드리고요. 남성 공연. 미안하다. 네, 생방송이 맞죠? 네.
Please spare some effort for optimization.
That sudden issue that happened since it's a live broadcast.
Thanks, Unreal Engine 5.
방송에 좀 의도치 않은 게 발생했는데, yeah, we're seeing lots of lulls over there.
돌아가신 범인을 찾겠어.
재미를 줬으니까. We're having fun, lots of lulls. Crash that occurred, unfortunately, but we're getting the game back up.
지금까지 한 번도
I wonder how long it will actually start up for them.
또 다시 빠르게.
For me, it takes like around 1 minute. Then loading 30 seconds.
No crash has ever occurred until now, but
한번 나누거든요, 특히.
Dude, hopefully they will understand that, you know, majority of players having issues. Either optimization issues, either crash issues.
not gonna happen in our live go.
Caution, Elias. Deploying arcade.
Few minutes, we're getting build up, getting that skin back on. 완료돼서 이제 말씀을 주시면 그냥 뭐 그대로 보여드리도록 하겠습니다.
네, 됐습니다.
Yeah.
화면 바꿔 있어요. 네.
Yep. Back at home. Nothing happened.
That was quick.
일어나지 않은 것처럼.
They probably have no anti-cheese whatsoever.
남성 공연.
For me, it's much longer.
네, 나이트 라이더.
What is this, Catwoman?
헬멧도 그렇고, 그러니까 실제 같은
Damn it,
라이더
I'm like
슈트의
going through all the
컨셉이
mechanic.
This is Knight Rider, the common skin for male descendants.
Universal.
Operation
Yeah, that
completed.
helmet. rider
Awaiting
suit
transfer
looks
to transport
really
position.
quite realistic.
Well done, Descendant.
He's having like behind a tail.
그리고 여성 버전도 한번. 네, 시즌 3 트레일러에서 많은 분들이 좋아하셨던 네, 여성 공용 나이트 라이더 스킨입니다.
Yeah, and I think many players love this when after seeing it from the season 3 trailer, the female Knight Rider common skin.
I mean, male one is actually super suitable for the bike.
함께 호버바이크 스킨도 좀 추가가 됐는데
Speaking of bikes,
컨셉을 좀 맞췄죠. 네, 볼텍스 전용의
something looks like something came out of Warframe.
라이더 스킨.
Sound action to all personnel.
Yeah, so
Voidstorm is
with the rider
intensifying.
skins, new
Conditions
cover
are
by
unfavorable. Proceed with caution.
This is the clip skin exclusive to the Vortex.
Yeah.
It has a tone that pairs well with the rider skin.
I mean, not a fan of the front wheel, but
오르카 스킨도 추가가
the second half looks cool.
페트롤 인터셉터 딱 컬러링이 경찰 오토바이거든요. 그죠? 헬코노바 테마를
Orca kinda looks the same, I would say. I know there are pipes, like, actually I'm playing with the Orca right now.
So Orca will be getting a skin as well.
Yeah, there are pipes, but like,
Police, motorcycle vibe, and seems to match Hypernova's ultimate skin as well. Yeah,
I'm not
and
sure if it's
while
matching
we
the
can't
sword,
show
but
it in today's game build, attachments for the hover bike will also be updated on November 20th. You'll be able to customize it with various features like headlights, side boosters, and storage packs. In addition to
Sheesh.
the November 6th update, please look forward to the bike themed skin updates on November 20th as well. 오늘 빌드로는 좀
So we'll be having Need for Speed customization for the bikes.
바이크의 부착물도 함께 업데이트가
Dude, if it would also come up with like different stats, that would be sick.
바이크 테마의
That would be actually super cool.
Confirming signs of life.
Oh, and one last thing. Let us introduce the cleaning service skin that will be given as a event reward.
I guess it's important as well.
지급하기로 한 클리닝 서비스 스킨도 보여드리도록.
Who is the next one? Serena, probably. Yep.
네, 앞서 방송 시작할 때 말씀드린 것처럼요. 스킨 문제에 대해 사과의 의미로
I mean, not my style, but they have to complete collection.
클리닝 서비스 스킨을 지급을 할 예정입니다.
As mentioned earlier, as an apology for the skin issue, we will not sell the skin, but instead distribute it as an event reward. In November, we plan to distribute Serena's version of the cleaning service skin as an event reward.
네, 그리고 12월에도
The Haley's maid skin was also a free one, so
12월 이벤트에서도 이번
not implying anything.
스킨과 함께 새로운 이벤트 스킨을 준비하고 있습니다. 그리고 뭐 앞서도 말씀드린 것처럼 앞으로 스킨 또한 더 만족스러운 퀄리티로 업데이트를 할 수 있도록 노력하겠습니다.
We also have various events prepared for December. And for the December event, we're preparing new event skins alongside the skins that have been converted to event rewards this time. We will do our best to update skins with more high quality as we move forward. Yes, and finally, let us share the events taking place in November and wrap things up. 네, 마지막으로 또 11월에 이벤트 좀 소개를 하고 마무리하겠습니다.
So we got more free stuff even before the Christmas.
네, 뭘 한번 가다듬고 스테이안이 많아서 빠르게 읽어보겠습니다. 가장 먼저 신규 콘텐츠와 메인 스토리 진행으로 보상을 획득할 수 있는 이벤트입니다. 시즌3 에피소드 2에 참여하면 누구나 쉽게 완료할 수 있는 이벤트인데요. 보상으로는 애쉬브 가슴
28 days.
그래서 삼각자 모듈의 재조정
And the
재료를 할 수 있습니다.
whaley.
11월
Daily and weekly. I combined two words together.
The first event is Assemble Supermassive Receptor, which allows players to earn rewards by progressing through the new content and the main story. Anyone can easily complete this event just by participating in Season 3, Episode 2. Rewards include essays, chest attachments, and materials for readjusting the Ancestors modules. The event runs from November 6th
And the void vessel keys, probably. They promised.
네, 다음은
I don't need them, but like lots of people probably.
네, 일일 미션을
would be happy about it.
얻을 수가 있습니다. 여기서 얼티밋 래픽, 에이젝스, BSR 중에 선택을 할 수 있는
What Ajax?
힘있게 승자 선택권을 획득할 수 있으니까
The left emote for the Ajax.
참여 부탁드리고요. 그리고 아까 보여드렸던 커먼
Wait a second, that emote will be free?
이거 역시 콜라보레이션
Holy crap.
획득을 할 수가 있고 마찬가지로 11월 6일부터
This is
12월
held
4일까지
action
이벤트가
to all
진행됩니다.
personnel.
So the next
Storm is
event is
intensifying.
Merge
Conditions are
Commemorate for
unfavorable. Proceed with caution.
event
Over.
for Bayonetta collaboration. The first Descendant X Bayonetta. Players can earn rewards by completing daily missions, and through the event, players can obtain an ultimate descent selection box, allowing players to choose between Ultimate Lepic, Ajax, or Fiesta. We encourage
So
new
basically starter
players
characters.
to participate. And additionally, that command motion that you saw earlier like it can also be obtained through this collaboration.
So that's the most desired emote, and they're actually giving it out for free?
네. 그리고 마지막으로 출석 이벤트인데요. 출석 이벤트는 조금 다르게 앞에와는 기간이 다르게 11월 6일부터 12월 18일까지 총 28일 접속 이벤트고요. 11월 출석 이벤트에서는
work faster.
다양한 메이크업, UI 테마, 성장 보상이 준비되어 있습니다. 그리고 세레나, 아까 보여드렸던 세레나의 클리닝
Serena.
서비스가 이번 출석 이벤트
Okay, that's the 28 days, right?
Yeah, and the final event is Feast of Abundance, an attendance event running from November 6th to December 18th. There's a different range. It's a 28-day login event, and the November attendance event offers various makeup, UI themes, and growth rewards as well. Serena's cleaning service can also be obtained by participating in this event. Alright, that concludes with the introduction of events in November. All events will begin simultaneously with the Season 3 Episode 2 update on November 6th. We look forward to everyone's participation. 여기까지 그 이벤트 소개한
So basically, like everything we discussed today will be in the first week. And the skins, like a couple premium skins, will be
And before
a week
wrapping
later.
up part 1, I'd like to share one last piece of news: the release of Luna's album. 예, 그래서 1부를 마치기 전에 마지막으로 루나의 앨범
Official soundtrack.
Yeah, the song you heard in Luna's story is being released, and as you can see, the album.
That's the one we had in the cinematic, right?
So, first Descendant Season 3 Breakthrough album is set to release today, October 30th, 12 p.m. KST, and October 29th, 8 p.m. PDT. And I think it's already released in the time over there. It will be available on all music platforms and include 2 tracks, the song Crazy and its instrumental version. 그래서 First Descendant Season 3 Breakthrough 앨범이 한국 시간으로 10월 30일 오후 12시에 이미 출시가 됐죠. 모든 음악 플랫폼에서 가 되었고요. 이 크레이지 곡과 인스트루멘털 버전까지
Do they have like live chat replay?
되어 있습니다. So I think after the live broadcast ends, I think it would be a great opportunity to enjoy the game while listening to the 라이브 방송 마치고 이 루나 음악 들으면서 한번
Mission
게임을
complete.
즐겨도
All
괜찮을
units
것
proceed to
같습니다.
transport
So
location.
this marks the
Great
end
work
of
out
part
there.
1 of our October Dev Live, and after a short break, we will return with the live Q&A session. 그래서 잠깐 쉬는 시간을 갖고 라이브 Q&A로 바로 다시 돌아오도록 하겠습니다. 시청해주셔서 감사하고 잠시 후에 뵙겠습니다. 감사합니다.
Thank you. So we will not be going through the live Q&A session. I want to see like boomer comments. Dual-wield, yeah, would be nice. Launch holding the game back. I mean, it's fine for collectible things, I guess. Who use launch? Actually, well, I mean, not the point about that, but like the launch update probably will be like in December, right? This time it was like they didn't even mention that even a little bit. Launch 2 bots. Just complaining about the launch, launch when, blah blah blah, nobody can... Dude. We're discussing more launch than like even they designed. But I guess actually will it roll as well? Damn it. Game maximized. Each time you actually get a loading screen, the game automatically maximizes. Come on. So it's not letting minimize even. But yeah, I noticed like after last updates, or maybe 2 updates, loading screens are actually quite longer. I'm not sure if it's me or not, but like it is. Buff Jeremy. We have Jeremy. His name is Killen. Ultimate Killen 2026. Did they actually say that? I don't remember them discussing Ultimate Killen. But we're having like... What is the release order of Descendants? They're not essentially following that, but like after Ultimate Luna, the next one from the chicks will be Ultimate Haley, probably. So yeah. Buff are nice. Okay, bro. I probably think it's not about the skills. So, skins. Well, let's see if people will be trolling in here. Standard. Oh, yeah. I want actually to see. I want to see the crash moment.
신규 스킨도 보여드리도록 하겠습니다.
네, 저희가 아시는 것처럼 이주간격으로 스킬을 하기 때문에 방송을 상당히 되니까
Well, let's see at which moment they crashed. Oh. Yeah, you don't see the actual full screen. I'm looking at the full screen. I'm trying to... Exception access violation. Something about memory address, I guess. Chat replay. Oh, come on, it's not... Give me chat replay.
오 마이 갓.
Let's go.
생방송이 맞죠, 여러분?
Oh yeah.
이렇게 한 번씩 인증해줘야 돼요.
Sorry about that. Sudden issue that happened since it's a live broadcast. 이게 라이브 방송에 좀 의도치 않은 게 발생했는데, yeah, we're seeing lots of lulls over there.
It's like huge copium to me, you know?
돌아가서
Unreal Engine 5 production.
재미를 줬으니까요, 그렇죠. Yeah, players are having fun, lots of lulls. Yeah, crash that occurred unfortunately, but we're getting the game back up.
지금까지 한 번도 죄송해요, 얘기하세요.
예. 지금 그래도 다시 빠르게 지금 실행을 하고 있고요.
지금까지 한 번도 크래시가 없었는데
No crash has ever occurred until now, but
한 번 나누군요, 드디어.
Compiling traders, boss remains undefeated.
it's a test build. Not gonna happen in our live build.
Yeah. Don't jinx that, please. Some players are actually crashing.
We're getting the build up, getting that skin back on. 완료돼서
Unreal Engine 5 sends its regards. Okay. So, overall, for a 1 month update, that's actually pretty huge, I would say. Ooh, Wall Crusher sends his regards as well. But yeah, most of the things which I'm excited, obviously the modules, the new modules, the trigger modules, like ancestor modules. Previously I called them architect modules, but yeah, it's ancestors module. By the lore, ancestors are, you know, pre-descendant dudes, which I think were mentioned like as architects or something, like for lots of things which, you know, humanity is using now. But still, new building stuff, new elemental type skills, like, and different effects, that's actually sick. Haley rework, super nice, obviously not like completely like meeting expectations, so to say. Would be nice to not have any movement speed penalty, especially since like VS are getting movement speed increase with the ice skills, so yeah. But even with the red module usage, we will get rid of that movement speed. Plus the new weapon, I think, will complement that quite nicely, though I have a feeling I will be still using Albion Cavalry. But we'll see. The new weapon probably is having like much more AoE than Albion Cavalry for sure. So yeah, exciting about that. What else? Obviously quest, lore, that's the main thing. It would be nice, you know, to get closer in defeating the Carol and like closing that chapter. So the next one, the next big bad guy probably will be Eamon. I have a feeling, you know, when we'll be battling like Carol, he will just escape, and like in the next episode, chapter, whatever, he will come back and like, surprise motherfuckers, I was a bad guy all along. Something like that. Or there will be a plot twist. Eamon actually will help us defeating Carol. We'll see. But obviously it will be temporary alliance. Because Eamon probably having like his own plans somewhere. So yeah. But overall, Alpha, speaking of Alpha, Alpha looked like he's activating his own arcade. Actually, by the lore, Alpha already had arcade. So I guess he will be, you know, reawakening it or something. Unless they want you to believe that he will be, you know, defeated at the end of the story. But we'll see. We'll see. Plus Alpha also, like, during the main campaign or something, was also mentioning that he's not worthy of being, like, the general commander or whatever. So yeah, who knows? Who knows? Maybe we will have a new commander. But at the same time, if they will actually replace Alpha, then they have to remake voice lines and stuff. Probably they will not do that because, like, with the new Descendants like Nell and stuff, you still hear those voice lines of the Nell. Ines the same. There are some Ines missions there, like when she got released, and still those voice lines are being used. So yeah, I guess that's not the main factor. Trading. I like trading in games. I spent lots of time trading in Team Fortress 2 and CSGO, so that's exciting to me. But I'm super concerned about, you know, bots. I have kept like RMT traders or whatever who will be joining our sessions in hope, you know, to get those like free modules and stuff. So yeah, that kind of sucks. Despite I personally haven't met much AFK players, but it's actually quite an issue because like lots of guys in the community saying, you know, like they're just leaving the dungeons if they see players are being like AFK. So yeah, the best thing we can do, yeah, probably not kill the bosses with them and just report them. Unless it will be Wall Crusher, which you probably... Well, you can do it at the beginning, and you can still matchmake into the second one. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. That's kind of one of the challenges I think the game will be facing, because it's free-to-play game, and even like not so popular games, the RMT and the bots are like huge issue. Wall Crusher, 5 minutes. 5 minutes warning. But yeah, I'm also, you know, quite hyped about the interaction between trigger modules and normal modules. Though, a little concerned how they will be, you know, quite limited between Descendants. So yeah, they mentioned like one trigger module specific for the like player, I think. And that means that like other trigger modules will be also locked behind Descendant, so to say. The first one we had was Luna, for the Luna. Matching nodes increases your like movement speed, like giving shield or something. But yeah, Luna is a special case. But like different Descendants, I don't know how I feel about it. It would be nice to have like such customization of your gameplay for all Descendants. Obviously, there will be some Descendants which actually will be perfect for some modules, for sure. But if it will not be usable by other Descendants at all, I don't know. Feels redundant. Also, one of the main concerns I had, the Hypernova sword. So basically, it's having everything Shadow has, but better. So I have a feeling like the Shadow will be just scrapped or something. Like no one will be using that. And the new weapon as well. Like Hive Mind. Super nice, super cool, but almost the same as Albion Cavalry Gun. But better. I mean, Albion has movement speed though, it's a little bit niche. But like AoE and stun, and I'm pretty sure like that AoE will be higher than 3 targets, or how much Albion was having, like Ricochet. So yeah, but we'll see. Also have to take like later those screenshots of the modules to maybe be a little bit more prepared this time, because usually like it's good to make like builds and stuff like as soon as possible, But for my videos, it's usually like I don't care, like if I'm not releasing stuff like day one, because like quite lots of the time you're releasing something which will be changed even like half day later. Someone discovers something and like your build requires like rework a little bit. So yeah, that I really don't like that. So yeah, maybe I will try to like to be a little bit more improvising something. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. But this update I was kinda blocked by RNG, I guess. Swords build. Like I was farming swords for much longer than probably most players. Like I did around 200 runs to get everything. So yeah, that kinda sucked. Some people were mentioning like 50 runs and got like everything. I don't know. Seems kinda unlikely, but hey, possible. Still possible. I mean, they got the blueprints probably, like not materials. With materials, I would not believe that, considering how scuffed the farming of the materials are. Despite about the boxes, which kinda were not needed, because if you have 0 keys, doesn't matter how much boxes you have. So yeah, what I'm glad about, the sword will not be part of the Void Vessel. Though it's part of the Battle Pass, and to get like the full upgrade, I guess you need to get Battle Pass. But actually I have like more than 200 keys now. I could probably easily, at least much easier now to farm those swords. So I guess now my keys are kind of useless until the December maybe. Yeah, Descendant is being in the new dungeon makes really good sense. Wall Crusher is calling. Let's finish this fast. So yeah, we need to get those trigger modules. And I also a little bit got hyped. Like, if you've seen my like inventory of the trigger modules, you've seen that I was collecting the perfect modules, and I have quite a bunch of them. So yeah, a good prediction. But we'll see how it works out. I also have a feeling like the new modules, the new trigger modules, are having like much reduced drop rate. Like most of the time now, even on Wall Crusher and stuff, I'm kind of like 95% of the time I'm getting like all the modules. Maybe it's my RNG, which is always questionable, but still, the new modules will be kind of hard to farm. But they really nicely approach the trading as well. I mean, tax is needed, like 10% tax is needed, because like so people will not pile up on the caliber and like not monopolize stuff. But the 1 month delay on the new content to not be tradable is super nice. Because I was actually afraid that it will become like pay to win feature. Like people will, from the day one will be like buying stuff from the players. I mean, it's good for the players who is not spending, I guess, but it's not good for overall like the state of the game. Kind of need to have that like time gate, I guess. Otherwise, there would be new type of complaints. I bought everything and I have nothing to do. What I'm doing? I don't need to go here. Reset. How much time? 2 minutes. Come on, click. Click precisely. Let's go. But yeah, overall, that was quite massive from the dev stream. Plus, I have a feeling that maybe they didn't discuss like some minor things, and the patch notes will be quite huge. But I enjoyed that. Considering how much like it differs from, let's say, half year back, like the size of an update. That was actually quite nice. We'll see. We'll see if they will continue like that. December will be also hypey. There will be like Christmas events and stuff. Hopefully, you know, like the event shops will be much more filled, so to say. Plus, they mentioned the ETA will be selling those red modules. I'm not sure how I feel about it. If it will be one, it's fine. Because those stats which they were showing, they're quite huge. Those modules can replace multiple modules at the same time. So yeah, if you get one, and you roll the like good stats, dude, that will be quite OP, I would say. If it will be easy to get. If it will be hard to get, first it will be much more rewarding. Second, it will not have like day one-shot killers of everything. And I'm not sure if, you know, if there should be tradable, to be honest. Trigger modules are fine, I guess, but like ancestor modules, which will be like, though, I'm pretty sure like whales will be gladly spending, you know, perfectly rolled ancestors modules. So it's beneficial for the game. They will be buying Caliber to buy this stuff. But yeah. Oh. Another one bites the dust. Where's my voice activation? Another one bites the dust. Also, maybe some people would disagree, but like lots of like new players and stuff are kind of complaining a little bit that the limited skins were like never available to them. What they could do, they could actually make them tradable. Why not? I actually tried to res, but yeah, well. So yeah, limited skins which were like a long time ago, they could actually make them tradable, and if people would like to sell them, they could make quite a nice amount of Caliber on that. So yeah. Okay, doggone. Still working. Let's see how much trigger modules I have. 61. I mean, I guess I could wait for one more wall crusher, maybe two, before I'll be sorting them out. Let me actually also check. Did I get this thing? Let's go. Amazing. Amazing. My toxic set is finished for the Freyna. One more thing which I need for the Freyna though. Maybe like last thing for today. The Toxic Reactor with the Legion of Breach and Toxic Attribute Attack. Because I have a feeling, like, for that build, it will give more damage than the Tech Power Boost. It's like, from my calculations, it was like around 4% increase, but I could be wrong though. I could be wrong, and I want to actually compare that. So, Freyna. Where is Freyna? Who is in black? Speaking of black, Paris will be having third skill, which will deal lots of damage. If there will be a consistent way to increase the amount of custom resources he actually gets, that will be quite sick. Okay, MP recovery, MP, well actually it's HP. MP recovery, double MP, defense MP, max shield and shield recovery. Perfect, best in slot. So, external components, this one. Give me max stats, please. Good. Cores. External weapon core. This one. Okay. RNG, let's go. I mean, not bad. We need gold. Probably better, but whatever. We're rolling gold. Also, there was quite creative way to introduce the weapon cores into custom weapons. It will not give you raw stats, it would be OP as hell, but they actually just buff the stats of the custom weapons just by amount of cores you have. Nice. So yeah, that's quite original. I didn't expect that solution. But we'll see. We'll see how it works out, because there's that like a constant, which, you know, will not be scaling up when the new content will be releasing. And eventually we'll be hitting the same issue that some like skills, ultimates, whatever, custom weapons will be facing a wall with the amount of like stat increase it can produce. So yeah. Can I get gold defense, please? Last time when we were watching live stream, it was quite a bunch of waste, I would say, when I got defense, yellow defense. $50. Nice 4 upgrade. Should I craft more? Those rerolls. Dude, I got like 3rd or 4th time electric resistance. Golden one. Freaking Gamba. But there will be much higher Gamba when the Ancestors modules will be released. It will be huge Gamba. Another one. Bro. God damn. Okay, should have probably crafted more.
Oh, a special human child. What do you need?
This one. Oh, I'm still missing couple. Slumber Valley, Sealed Residential District. Only this mission actually gives them. Yeah, you know what? No. Well, let's go through 400. Let's go actually through 400. Let me save that. Who are we going with? Oh, let's go easy mode. Slumber Valley. It was yesterday, no? It didn't rotate? Like through the invasion. What you doing? Slumber Valley and the Haven. Haven rotated, but the Slumber Valley did not. Nope, not invasion this time. How much we're getting? 150 for one. Are you kidding? Dude. 150 fragments for one run? The drone mission in the Axion is actually having like much higher complete time, I think. And only giving like 30. Not Gucci. Also, did they remove those fragments from the void bosses? I think they actually did, no? Because like in the journal it was not showing it. I cannot ride bike in here. Unlucky. I still think, you know, that like verticality of that skill, actually all skills in the game, is probably too much. It's like infinite range almost. Collection of iron card particles has been completed. Dude, I'm getting red modules in here. Yeah, the thing is, I think like buffing red modules, like Transcendent modules, to 100%, like in missions, reactors, and so on, is like probably a little bit of a mistake. They could have made it like tradable as well. Like the tradable things should be not like top-end stuff, but not easy to get. So they should have started with the Transcendent modules, then went into trigger modules. What was after that actually? 5 minutes warning. Okay, finish that. But yeah. And Ancestors modules should not be like maybe much later. It should be tradable much later, that's what I meant. But hey, good for free-to-play players. Don't be spending caliber, I guess. Damn it, I have sword. Where is my thunder cage? Skill issue.
That was like a massive skill issue.
Okay, so I think I have enough, right? To grab those things. But yeah, I'll get those researched, and then we'll get some toxic reactors. Power. I should change the junk filter, so my doggo will not smell that, because it happened. Happened a couple times. When you find your best in slot thingy and doggo is like, nice. And just eats it. Pretty disappointing.
Oh, a special human child. What do you need?
I don't need from you anything, I need to craft this thing. No, I will not be able to craft weapon cores now, but yeah, well. Actually, how much weapon cores I have? Jarvis, delay ads. Jarvis, delay ads.
At your service, sir.
Thank you. So, what is it? 17. Actually, I have quite a bunch of them, so not bad, not bad. Toxic reactor, it's already showing. And I need the tech one. Repository Mirage Stone. Is it good one? Composite. Barrier deactivation. This one is actually good, I think. Let's go. I need to swap junk filter actually. Also, since we're farming reactor for the Freyna, why not use Freyna for that? But yeah, if my testing will be sufficient for the new reactor, next week I probably will, you know, release the Freyna build. Because I think I already got quite nice arcade tuning build. I tested like defense reduction, elemental toxic resistance reduction. So yeah, it works much better actually. So, junk filter. No, don't need purchase anything. To be honest, I remember like when I first started to play the game, I was like, how much you can do that? 1117, what? How much it will cost? Dude, almost 30,000 caliber. No one will do that. Hopefully. Actually, it's good for the game, I guess. But, like, never require storage anymore. So, junk filter, right? External components don't need anything. Reactor. Legion of Breach. Toxic. Actually, let's do tech as well, because I don't want to upgrade reactor before actually I will confirm that they're behaving the same. So basically, I'll just make those stats ideal on both reactors and I'll just compare damage. Is it this one? Barrier deactivation. Let's go. I'm still debating. Should I go with the increased range at the cost of like 5% damage? Like most of the time it doesn't really matter. You kinda need to hit one mob and then it will spread to other mobs. But just for the quality of life, the range would be increased. Or maybe I will discuss that in alternatives like I usually do in my build. 5 minutes warning again. Jeez. Guys, can you spawn faster? That would be really nice. Not even boss? Let's check. Dimension, singular, breach, and range. Unlucky. That was lucky. I need faster mission. It's actually too slow for me. So what do we have? Composite barrier reaction. Oh, outpost. Let's go to the outpost. Jarvis delay ads.
At your service, sir.
We have 5 more minutes. Actually, wait a sec. I remember you could actually farm that outpost without completing it. But you had to destroy this thing as well, I think. But then you had to be super careful with the boss. Okay, let's try without it. Let's actually try without it. Yeah, mobs are spawning, it's like slow though. Okay, this is the boss. Hopefully the boss will not step on my stuff. Did they nerf that? I remember with 𝑱𝒐𝒊𝒏 you could actually just like run in circles and farm stuff in here. We just need to keep the boss in the middle. I'm getting like frozen mechanics reactors. Frozen mechanic. Frozen mechanic. My boss actually steps on that crap. Toxic mechanic. So yeah, it also drops. Nice. Let's go. I got first one. I already have this, but like I don't want to upgrade that. So I'll test with level 0. And just like buff the substats. But I need another one. I need the... Wait a second. It's toxic and tech. Nope. Don't need that. I changed my mind. I need Legion of Breach and Toxic. Then I need Legion of Breach and Tech. That was unlucky a little bit, but... Oh well. Okay, let's see. Boss. Don't step on that, please. We care for your well-being. But yeah, previously I was having like default duration. Now I'm having like double duration. Boss, don't step on that, please. I'm here. Guys, give me bunches of reactors, please. Dude, is he stepping us, stupid boss? He's actually stepping on that. Bro, I have actually items in the lost and found. The module is full, right? Yeah. Okay, Doggo smelted everything, so there were no good reactors. Yeah, well. actually could pre-fire that. Can we pre-fire that? I made a mistake. Boss will be spawning now in that pile. Dude, come here. Dumbass. Boss is dumbass. Actually, that could be abused, right? So each time you want the boss to walk from your poison, you just approach him from different direction. He goes backwards, and he's not stepping on crap. Let's see. That's non-attribute. I would actually do that as well. Okay, let's see how it works. 200 IQ plan. Okay, where's the boss? Actually, I probably messed up. God damn it. Yeah, I should shoot that reactor myself. No, well. I also do it probably too quickly. Maybe let's try without the bike. Why I'm stepping behind the wall? The muscle memory from the Sharon times, when you need to be in stealth, and 𝑮𝑮 Bunny is actually ruining that. I remember it. Okay, let's do it like that. Let's do it like that. Okay, bossman. So to keep him in the middle, we have to approach him. Yep, good plan. Go back. Go back. Boo. My plan is working at the moment. Do I need to refresh puddles? Okay. Let's go. No. Boo. Get out. Good boy. Have to be quick though. Don't go here. Don't go here. Scary. Dude, that's actually cool. It still works. It actually still works. Get out of here. I need to kill bombs though. So you have to keep in track like for your AoE. Keep the boss in check. No, don't step on that. Don't step on that, go back. God damn it. I mean, that's a good progress. That's actually good progress. I didn't get reactors, Dogo smelted them, but like, there were plenty. There were actually plenty. Hmm. 10 seconds. This time I will be careful. That was not too much of a careful one. Get out of here. So yeah, basically his AI works, you know, to avoid you, not charge towards you. 1 minute warning. Shoo. Get out. This time it didn't work. This time it actually didn't work. Immortality, skill toxic effect range. Right. That's something which I will do like probably later when I'll be making some food. But yeah, I don't want for ads to be running. That's probably a good checkpoint. So watch like the full stream, except live Q&A session, which I hope, you know, the community in the chat didn't make it too cringe. But still, looking forward for the update. I'm gonna make some food. As always, have a nice rest of the day. As always, thanks for watching. As always, see you next time. Tomorrow we'll play something Halloween related. Peace.